Good evening. Did you guys like the title of my stream? Can you guys hear me? Hey, Cindy. Hey, Cindy.
Hey, what are you
Hey.
doing going live so late? Can you hear me?
I'm like wide awake. Yeah, I went to the doctor's today and I was like a little stressed out about what he told me.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, it's not
Are you
bad.
okay?
Just know my levels on some of the medication that I'm taking are high. And then he
Hmm.
said my cholesterol is high.
Oh goodness.
So he wants me to eat better. So,
Yeah.
so guess what I had for dinner tonight? A Big Mac meal. That's eating better, isn't it?
Well,
I
this
didn't feel
needs
like.
to be your last Big Mac meal till you get
Well,
your
that's right. Yeah.
cholesterol under control. Are you on
Well,
cholesterol
it's not
medication?
really. Well, that's not the reason my cholesterol is high. It's the other medication is affecting my liver,
Oh
I guess.
yeah. Hmm.
So that's the one I'm worried about. The cholesterol, I can fix that, but
Yeah.
the other one, he's kind of he wants to send me for blood tests in the next 2 weeks and
Oh
make sure
man.
that you know that
Yeah. Hmm.
everything's okay. He says it's not at the level where you need to worry about it. It's
Hmm.
just a little high.
Yeah.
But so how about you?
Oh, I'm tired too, but I can't sleep. When you get to that point, because look, I have been up since 20 after 6 this morning, because, of course, I had to be at my
Right.
parents' early this morning to take
Mm-hmm.
my father to the doctor.
Yeah.
So, I got there at their house at like 8:15, and then, we left immediately because his doctor's appointment was at 9 o'clock.
Right.
So,
So
but,
how's
and
your
then,
daddy?
oh, he's scared. I get it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm scared too. I'm worried. I don't know. We won't know until they do this
Right.
other test, and
Right.
it's just, it's just
Yeah.
so heartbreaking. It really
How's your
is.
mom doing?
Well,
I mean, how's your mom doing about that? Is she okay? Or
we'll see. This last stroke she had, she developed tremors.
right.
It brought on tremors in her head because see, when she was here with me, and the night before, she collapsed on me at Walmart. The night before, her
Mm-hmm.
head was shaking really bad. So I was like, oh my God, which I knew it wasn't. I didn't think it was a seizure, anyways, because I know, I've seen my mother's seizures. So
Right.
I called my oldest sister and I was like, Mama's head shaking really bad. And she was like, it's probably just stress, just get her to lay down and we'll go from there. And then the next day, of course, she wanted to go to Walmart, and that's when she collapsed on me and she had that stroke. So,
I
but the
remember that.
stroke
Yeah.
brought on tremors. Her head is still shaking really bad, but they put her on propranolol. And my oldest son was on that because my oldest son also has familial essential tremors, and that was brought on because when he served a year in Afghanistan, and he was
Mm-hmm.
in that war, and I mean he never came back the same. But
Right.
they put him on the propranolol. The
Was
VA
he
doctor
hurt
did.
when he went to war? Was he hurt? Or was it
He,
just stress
he
related?
the and I'm probably not going to get this right, but a vehicle that they were in, and they were like traveling out into a field. It traveled over like a bomb underground,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, no, of course, he didn't lose no limbs or anything, but it threw him out, and he landed, like 70 feet off of that thing onto his back, and
Oh my
he had
God.
all of his gear on him, so he did hurt his back and everything, but I mean, he's got PTSD, and he's not the same kid, but uh,
Right.
that's what he wanted to do was serve his country, and he did. So,
That's admirable. Hey, Red
yeah.
Dragon. Thank you for coming in.
Hey, Red Dragon.
Nice to see you. We're
But
just
yeah.
we're just shooting the shit. Hi, Mark. Sorry, I didn't want to
Hey,
interrupt Cindy.
Mark. So yeah, I'm
I
not.
always
I'm
used
not.
to call him Marek, Merrick,
Merrick, I know, I did
but it's like
too.
Mark. Oh,
But I've just been admiring Bella because it's like, oh my gosh, you know, and just the background, knowing the background, the history of her. And it's like, oh, how could anybody? Uh, that pisses me off. People need to be stuck in cages and live like that. You know what I'm saying? It makes me
oh
sick.
yeah,
But
terrible.
yeah, she's been vetted and everything. She's had all of her shots, of course, and dental, dental check and all that. She was checked for heartworms. She's negative on that. But the only thing is she's not
She's beautiful.
she's not
She is so
she's not
cute.
fixed. So I'm gonna call my vet in the
Well, I told
morning
you
and
when I got my dog, she was a rescue too. And she
mm,
never barked for 3 months. And I really believe that she was beat every time she barked, and that's
very
why she didn't
yeah,
bark. And she
had a
was
bit.
really, really skittish around men. It's like she was really scared around men because
Mm,
you don't know the history of a dog when they pick them up, pick up a stray.
right.
We don't know the history of them, what happened to them. Um,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that's why you got to be careful when you get them, especially if you have little kids around.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
that's what I was kind of worried about with her coming from the puppy mill. I was kind of worried about
mhm,
Braden and Stella and how she would react around them,
mhm,
because I did spend like 2 hours with the foster once my friend had contacted me and wanted to know if I
mhm.
wanted one, and she put me in contact with foster. And, even the foster said that she believes she will be fine with little kids, but of course, you never know when they come from a horrific situation like that. But I mean,
Right.
she's great with Braden and Stella. Now, like I said, like loud noises, she'll go into a frantic mode.
Oh,
Um,
right.
the bedroom door shutting, which I
She's so
forgot
cute
split
though.
second, and she freaked out, so I
How
opened
old
it
is she?
immediately.
Did they tell you how old she is?
She's 4 months old.
Oh, so she's just baby.
Yeah. Hmm.
Hey, Mr. Positive.
Hey,
Nice
Mr.
to see
P.
you. We're just shooting the shit. That's somebody else's channel. No, we're just like bullshitting. Not, not, and nothing dramatic.
Yeah, I was surprised when I saw you pop up. I was like, wow,
I couldn't
this is a
sleep.
surprise.
Couldn't sleep, and I was gonna wait till tomorrow, but I got a lot of things to do tomorrow, so figured,
Yeah.
oh, since I'm wide awake now, might as well go live. And I figured you might be in here because you're always out up late at night.
Yeah. Yeah. I am. We're going to go look at campers tomorrow. I'm not sure what time we're going to do
Oh,
that.
is that for what
Well,
to go?
yeah. Yeah. I mean, because we just have to do something. I
Right.
mean, mom and daddy's just refusing a nurse to come in, and with me and my sister being, we're 40 minutes, anywhere 45 minutes away. And then, my other
Your
sister, of
sister
course,
too? Well, your sister works too, right?
yeah, and
So I mean,
she's got two little girls that she also
right.
homeschools. So, it's like, and then my other sister, of course, lives in Chicago. So, I mean, I don't know. I would just rather be, and it's something that me and David did talk to mom and daddy today before we left,
What did
because
they think about that?
you know they think it's a good idea, but of course they go on, we don't want to be a burden to you girls.
Oh, they'll
They
all parents say
always,
that.
always start on that. But it's like, and it's like I told them again today. It's like I told my mother, I was like, look, you took care of me. You wiped my butt when I was little,
Well, put it this
and
way
it's
when you talk
time
to
for
her.
me. I don't
Say,
have
Mom, you're
kids.
more of a burden if you don't let us do this because then I have to get in my car and drop whatever I'm doing, and then drive 40 miles to go see you.
Yeah.
So,
And see, they don't tell us. That's the thing with them. They're so stubborn. They don't tell us when something happens. And,
right,
daddy's falling all the time now. And they don't tell us until after it happens. And we're like, and mama struggles to get him up because, she still not don't have her good balance from that stroke. So we're like, we don't have any other option. Of course, the kids would stay in the house and,
right.
us just go buy a camper and set it on their land, set it over there. But yep, that's what we brought up to them. And, when they went on about they didn't want to be a burden on us. I was like, look, I worry every night when I go
Yeah,
to sleep. I worry.
right.
You
That's
know,
more stressful, actually,
well, that's what
not
David
being
said
there.
too. It's more stressful on all of us because we don't know if y'all are going to be okay through the night. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
And being that close, you could check on them. They
yeah,
wouldn't even have to call you. You just check on them. Get a
yeah,
key, get your own key, and just go in and just make sure they're okay.
yeah, hmm
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
And you'll have more of a peace of mind.
yeah. Well, what I planned on doing, we do this and we move what camper we get over there, you know, my oldest daughter was like, well, Mama, you can get, like, because she's got a really good video or type
Right.
furniture for Stella. And she's like, you could buy one of them and like hook their end up in your bedroom and then the other end in the camper. And she said you could also view it on your phone. So that's what I would do, because at night, just to make sure, because they do get up through the night, of course, to go to the
What
bathroom.
kind of camper are you thinking about? Like one of those RVs, like, or
A pull behind trailer, like, you know,
okay,
what they're
like a
called.
big one.
Yeah.
Like you got everything in there
Yeah. Yeah.
because you can buy them that where you have everything. Oh,
Yeah.
that'll be cool. That'll be
hmm
different for you.
Yeah. It'll be different, but
But some of those are really nice.
yeah. I mean, I have to make sacrifices because I know we're at that point where something has to be done.
So
And
who would live in your
I'm
house
not,
then?
I'm not good. Our kids.
So the ones that are living there now would just stay there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do they think about it? They probably happy.
We talked to them about it today, and you know they they're okay with it. They're scared too, of course. I mean, because this is just a big change for everybody.
Right.
So
Right.
they're not scared to stay by themselves. Nothing like that. They're just scared of the
They're
outcome of
gonna miss your
our.
cooking. They are. They're gonna miss your cooking.
So, but it's like I told them, my oldest daughter, I was like, I have to make sacrifices, and we're at that point to where I have to because you know it's to the point to where we got to do something.
Right.
I don't want to get a phone call that something's bad has happened. I don't want to get that phone call,
Yeah.
in case
No
one of them,
kidding.
that's just, mm-mm. And I will not put my parents in a nursing home. Will not.
No.
So, you know,
Neither of my parents ever had them. My parents have passed now, but neither of them ever went into nursing homes. He always made sure they were taken care of. Well, my dad died so fast, but my mom, she lived with my brother until she passed away. And so neither
yeah,
of them ever had to. But
yeah,
my husband's mother ended up in a nursing home. But it was a really nice place. But still, you feel guilty when you have to put
Hmm.
them there. And she hated it because she
Yeah.
went from a big 5-bedroom house to being in one room, you know,
Yeah.
with her, and if you're independent, she was independent too.
Yeah.
So yeah, she didn't.
Yeah.
She did not do. I think that's what actually killed her. Eventually killed her because you know
Yeah.
she was so used to being independent and doing cooking for herself and that, and then all of a sudden you're in a nursing home and you can't do that anymore. And well,
Right. Well, see, Mama has never had a driver's license because of her seizures. So she's never had a driver's license. The doctor would never sign off on that.
right.
She did get a permit one time. I was like 12 years old, and she ended up crashing us into a store because she had a seizure.
Hmm.
So they took her permit, and so she's never had a driver's license. But
Hey Ben,
and
how are
then
you?
you have Daddy that he does have it, but I mean, Daddy's just declined since Christmas. He can
Cindy,
barely talk.
Ben just said hello to you.
Oh, hey Ben. Oh
I don't see him much anymore. Too much fighting going on. What do you think about all this stuff?
my goodness,
Can
it's
you? I can't even keep up with it anymore.
either.
I've been so like into my own stuff lately.
Yeah.
Do you think it's ever going to end? Really? Seriously?
Mm-mm. Nope. I don't. I mean,
I think it's just going to stay.
the community
Yeah.
wants answers.
I think it's not only divided now, it's like there's 4 or 5 different sides. Hey, Pittsburgh. Oh my God,
Yeah.
Pittsburgh girl. I haven't seen you in like forever.
Well, hello.
Tomorrow
I
will
don't think I've
be,
ever met her.
oh, she used to come in my chat every day. I haven't gone live during the day for 2 weeks. And like I said, I was going to go live tomorrow,
Uh huh.
but yeah, I think it's kind of sad what's going on right now. I just,
It is because there is a lot of friendships that have broke up because of it. I mean,
but then there's a lot of um, rekindled friendships. You know what I mean? People that you kind
yeah,
of drifted away from,
yeah,
and people that can coexist now,
right. Well,
which
yeah,
is a
that's
good thing.
say there's a lot of coexisting now. And that's always good. Hey, I'm down for coexisting. I come out of my character a little bit tonight, but
I saw that. What happened exactly? What
I
was?
comment and
Were
bronze.
you just tagged?
I made a comment in bronze. I can't even remember what I said actually, but
Well, we all say stupid things when
yeah,
we're,
and
yeah,
here she
you
goes to
know.
in some community bullshit and brings
The thing
up,
is, when you say something on here, it's like people can screenshot it like in an instant,
yeah,
and then you have to pay for it forever. I think
yeah,
I made a comment. Oh, it was serendipity. I made a comment, and I think it was I said I'm disappointed in her, something like that. And oh, Ben, yeah. Um, I said I was disappointed. Well, right away it was screenshotted, and she saw it, and I was like, I just made. I don't even know what the stream was about, but you can't make a comment on here that it doesn't get screenshotted, and someone has it and they use
but
it
I mean,
against you.
what I said, bronze, it was something about groceries. I know that. But look, it was not as bad as she has said about people. So it's like, why
Yeah. Well,
don't
the rules are different for different people
right?
anymore.
Yeah. She brought up my cooking shows, of course, and I'm not doing that anymore. Well, look, I had to put that on hold because,
But you've had to take care of your family, so
Yeah,
why what difference is it? You can do what you want. Maybe
exactly.
you don't feel like doing it right now. You're
Well,
allowed to. It's your channel.
I mean, by the time I get around to cook supper, you know, I am
Thank
just
you,
so,
Ben.
I'm so exhausted, and it's like, oh my gosh. So, it is what it is. But
Hey, Cameo Collections.
my family comes first, and if I have to put things on hold that I wanted to do, then that's what's going to happen because my family comes
Well,
first.
family comes first, exactly. And that's what I needed. I needed a couple weeks away from, doing live streams in the mornings, and I'm better for it. And actually didn't even miss it really. I
Mm,
was like, I was following along. I was watching, I was lurking, but I wasn't involving myself in any of it.
right.
What's he said exactly? Always assume everything you write in public will be screenshotted. Yeah, even if
Yeah.
it's only for, I know, or if you accidentally cam up, it'll get screenshotted like that. I'm glad that I
It's
didn't
quick
accidentally.
how things are done. I mean, it's
Oh
like,
my God.
damn.
It's like somebody's standing there with their camera just waiting for you to accidentally cam up so they could take a screenshot, post it.
They're like
Um,
paparazzi vultures.
and I mean, have you noticed, but there's so many clip channels now?
Oh, I
Like,
know.
I mean,
Well, there's
it
that
seems
one
like,
that came into Brian's, what was it, Drama Vault? They come into
yeah,
Brian's
I've
tonight.
never
I
heard of
subbed to
that one.
them. I
I
subbed to
just
them,
subbed
and
to
they're,
them tonight.
yeah,
I
they're a
don't know
good
who they
channel.
are,
I don't either.
but I
But
subbed to
hey,
them.
I'll sub to it.
I like the clip channels because you don't have to go watch a 4 hour stream to find
Exactly,
out what's going
exactly.
on.
Yes, yes. I'm
So you
subscribed to
could
all
just
the
go to
quick
the clip
channels.
channels, watch like
Hmm.
a few minutes, and you get a
Yeah,
gist of what's going on.
yeah, yeah,
And I've also been watching, and her and I did not get along well before, but Low Lightly, I've been watching her
oh, shit.
channel a lot because she did some pretty mean videos about me, but
she,
that's all in the past.
she
She
does she
apologized
does
for it.
some funny parodies.
She does. She really does. Well, she did a parody of me, and that kind of hurt my feelings. But she
Right.
apologized for it,
Well,
and
that's
we moved
good.
on from it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That's really good. It's always
yeah.
good
It's
to.
late, but yeah, I just decided because I was bored. I was
Yeah.
bored. I figured somebody will come in. Somebody always comes in. It doesn't matter if there's 10 people or 20 people or no people. I'll talk to
Right.
myself for 20 minutes. I don't care.
Yeah, that's right.
I know because they told me they were recording me. Right, Ben? You got to be careful because they'll screenshot you, screen record you, take a picture of you, and
Yeah.
then it'll be posted all over the damn place.
Yeah. And they always, when they're watching you and you're on camera, they're waiting for you for that worst
That one
side of
horrible
you.
shot.
You know,
I
it's
know.
like,
Oh, believe me, I know that's come back to haunt me many times when I've gone live. I'm like, oh God. And because you see what you look like in the camera, and then you
yeah.
see yourself and you're thinking, oh my God, I hope nobody takes a picture. I mean, but
And it
that's,
happens in a split second.
yeah, just a split second. That's all it takes. But that's okay.
Mhm.
I mean, who cares? Who cares? Like I've cammed up so many times. You've cammed up so many times.
Yeah.
And so everybody knows what we look like. So we
Right.
have nicer pictures. I mean, who's going to put like an ugly picture of themselves up? You know what? You pick the best picture. Of course, you got like 100 pictures. You're going to put the most ugliest picture up? No, you're going to put the best picture of yourself up.
My friends, amongst my friends, I'm the only one who does not do Snapchat. But oh my
I don't
gosh,
know how
on
I don't
Facebook, they will put all these filters on their pictures. And I'm like, why do y'all do this shit? Because I follow true crime, and I'm like, damn, if you ever go missing, what picture am I going to give? It's not going
I
to look like you.
my, my husband told me the other day because I was I was watching ID and I was like so I'm so lazy. He goes, I'm gonna start making you taste my food before because I told him I said I could probably commit the perfect murder because I watch those shows all the time. So I'm gonna
Oh,
start making you taste
I
my
love
food.
the ID channel, and the Oxygen channel is also good. They have some good
I
true
know.
crime shows, and then Snap.
Discovery
I love
Discovery
that
Plus
show,
too.
Snapped. And if it's on TV and I'm watching it, and my husband walks in the room, he'll turn around,
Well, I like
he'll
Joe
walk right
Kenda.
back out.
I like Joe Kenda because he solves
Mhm.
crimes the old-fashioned way, like,
Yeah.
not with computers and stuff. He used to solve his crimes like by doing like, you know, the old-fashioned way. But yeah,
Hmm.
that's one of the shows I like on ID.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm crazy about true crime. That's why my husband says, because I told my husband, I said, you know, I said if I ever went missing, they'd be out, they'd be able to identify my body with my dental records. I don't know
Well,
why
I've
I
told
think of
all
these
my
things.
friends on Facebook, because true crime, you're a sleuther. You sleuth. That's how
I know.
you're just a sleuther. You sleuth it. You look into things and you go deep. I
Well,
mean, sometimes you go down many rabbit holes. But
you follow that Delphi murder. You
yeah,
follow them a lot.
yeah,
And I'm thinking to myself, when I watch those true crime, those crime shows on TV, I can always figure out who the killer is. But
yeah.
this is one that really has me baffled.
I
I
used to love to read. Also, I loved reading the true crime. The true crime
hmm
based books.
yeah.
I need to start reading if I ever, just. I got hooked on YouTube though.
The only thing I don't like about the true crime is the when it's got to do with kids,
Hmm.
little kids, like that Delphi, that really bothers me. 'Cause they were young girls, they had their whole life ahead of them.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
very sad.
I
Mm.
should join your Facebook group.
I added you to it. You got to
Oh,
accept the
I'm
invite.
in there? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't know if you're in there yet. I don't know. I ain't even checked.
I never go on Facebook hardly anymore.
To be
I get
honest, I haven't even
notifications.
checked it. I mean, things has just been
I
so
use it
hectic.
for family stuff, like FaceTiming and stuff, but I don't use it much for,
I looked.
posting.
Well, I checked on the group. I think it was Saturday night.
Hmm
So, but usually if something go, I mean, because we have a good group. I mean, very
hmm
rarely does anybody get out of hand and they would have
Is
to
there
be
a lot of
removed or
people?
something. Yeah, we have a lot of people in there. And if anything does go, sideways, people always tag us, to get our attention. Hey, look,
Hmm
look at this person, what they're saying, da da da. So,
Right.
but
Hey,
I mean,
Kim, how are you? We're just talking true crime and just chit-chatting here. Do you like my title on my stream was Pajamas and Pantyhose?
pajamas and pantyhose.
Pajamas and Pantyhose. Wouldn't that be a good title for like a true crime show?
Yeah, that would
Where
be.
you would go on at night and talk about, true
Hmm.
crime.
Yeah,
I've
that
been
would be.
watching this channel and it's called Mr. Ballin, and that is really, really cool channel. I love his channel. I've been
Do you,
finding all kinds of channels lately.
do you listen to True Crime Podcast? Do you listen to any of the podcasts?
I do. I listen
Yeah,
to Stephanie Harlow. I think she's got one.
yeah.
Um,
Um,
and I watch her channel a lot.
True Crime Garage is another good podcast too.
Your leg was stuck in the chute?
What?
She said, I know, right? I was late because leg was stuck in the chute. What's that mean? I have no idea what that means. Hmm. Maybe it's too late for me to. Oh, in the poop chute. What? Oh my God.
Good
Okay. Good night, Mr. Positive.
night, Mr. Positive.
Yeah, there's a thing on here, and I was listening to it today. It's called oh, it's like on the YouTube, and it's called something memories, or I don't know, but it's supposed to help you get to sleep.
Uh,
Let me see if I can find the channel for you. Oh, what was it called? Hang on, let me see if I can find it.
okay.
Hang on.
Science girl, because um, when she had her camera on, it's not even been a year ago, and it was totally different from what she had up, as her avatar, a picture of her avatar, what, a month or so ago. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's why.
Science Girl?
No, I was replying to Science Girl.
Oh, is she in here?
Hmm.
Hey, Science Girl, why don't you come up on panel?
Yeah.
Long time no see.
Yeah, come up and join us.
Yeah.
Carla.
What?
Kayla had her sonogram appointment today.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Did she? Did
Yeah,
she find
well,
out if it was a boy or a
no,
girl?
still too early. Still too early. But her due date's October the 23rd, which, it's the day before it'll be the baby, my oldest son's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, when they got home, they were showing Kayla and Anthony was showing Stella
Oh,
the
she
sonogram.
asked why. She asked you a question,
Yeah,
Science
I
Girl
was
did.
answering her. I answered her.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was answering. But they showed Stella the sonogram picture, and Stella was like, "Doggy, doggy, that's doggy." So the baby on the sonogram picture is a doggy, according to Stella.
That dog that you got is so cute. I had a friend that had two
Well,
Dachshunds.
science girl. I mean, it's a long. I mean, it's really a long history with that because I was doing cooking shows until my parents got sick and I have to help take care of them. But anyways, I was doing cooking shows and a screenshot was taken of me at a bad angle, of course. And BTS was calling me Chindy. Oh, she was just saying some horrible things about me. So that's how that went. So, you know,
It shouldn't matter, but it does, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah, yeah, it does. I
Try to
mean,
stay away from that. We all have our, are you there,
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Science
here.
Girl?
Oh,
Oh,
Science Girl.
yeah. They have a history.
Yeah, we have a history, you know, but that's how it went. I mean, because when I was, of course, camming up, like I said, they took a screenshot at, at my bad angle. You know how it is here. Science girl people, they just wait for that moment to take a screenshot.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't cam up anymore. I mean, eventually I'll probably go back to camming up, but that's why I don't cam up anymore. When you wake up, you're not always gonna look like how you do when you take your avatar.
Well, Science Girl, you know what they did to me.
Mm-mm.
I mean, well, I went with the name Chucky for almost like 8 months because I cammed up.
Right, right.
You know
I
that.
I'm not
And what
down with
for?
ridiculing people and going
But
at
then
their look.
people ask you why you don't cam up, and that's why, because that's
Yeah,
what happens.
I used
yeah.
to
Like
always cam
Ziggy
up.
said, she was called Chindy. I was called Chucky. When
Oh,
we did,
I was made fun of horribly. It was horrible. And she joined in on it. So of course, I didn't take the screenshot of her back. It's not been a year ago, but I didn't take it. But it
But
landed
it
in my lap, and I was like,
If you talk about someone, expect it back. Like it comes. Like I
mhm.
expect if I talk about someone, I expect it comes back to me. It's gonna happen. Stoner
Stoner
gal.
gal, yes, she was. Yes, she was.
I've never
She,
seen BTS talk about you. Well, not on a
she
Oh
was
panel.
yeah,
even,
she was calling her Chindy.
yeah,
Cindy.
she was even on a panel when I was being made of horribly, and she was up there. She was joining in on it, laughing about it. Yes, she was Stoner gal.
So
But yeah, it's a long history, Science
and they've
Girl.
had a history together, like since last year, I guess. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
And look, I've been mean on this platform. I have said things that
So have
I
I.
can't take back. I think everybody
Same.
has,
Same.
but I have, I have, I don't, I have changed that. I've turned that around, if you know what I'm saying. I decided I could not, because it was making me
Sick.
stressed. I mean, what? I mean, I was like, oh my gosh. I was like,
It's
this is
not how
not
you are in
me,
real life. You didn't want to
right.
be like
Yeah,
on here.
exactly. So,
Right.
um, but it does it bother me? Yeah, because look, we have feelings too. Everybody has feelings. And when a person crosses that line, yeah, it affects you in a way. You know what I'm
And
saying?
even when you do it yourself, it
Yeah,
hurts you. I mean, I
yeah.
don't want to leave a platform. I don't want to leave when I go live and get off
Mm,
here and feel bad because I hurt somebody's feelings. Because I
yeah.
really do care if I do hurt with it. It doesn't even matter if it's someone I don't particularly care for. So
Hmm.
I just want to ask you, Science Girl, about this stuff that's going on. Do you think it everybody can be okay with each other and just
I think everybody can be okay with one another as long as they respect each other's boundaries. And I think that a lot of boundaries right now are broken because there's a lot of hurt people in the community and they don't know how to process what happened.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So people are prying into real lives because they're wanting some answers, and Diane's not here to give those answers. Diane just left, and left everyone with 1,000 questions, millions of questions.
Actually, no, it was FOD that started that. Laura did call me that, but
Well, Sony girl, I mean that's your opinion, you know. I mean, I look.
now
Do
BTS,
I
I don't know if that's you.
like her? Of course I do, but
She's
look,
backstage.
there's a
She
difference
says she's
between
backstage.
there's a difference
Type something in the chat.
yeah, there's a difference between talking shit and being a bully. There is a difference between the two. And a lot of what goes on with the other side, it's just not them talking shit. They're being bullies. They're bullying other people.
I think
Now, how do I do this?
if you go live every day about the same person, then you're a bully.
I don't go live. I mean, I upload videos, of course, but I uploaded a video tonight of breaking the silence, but that's the first one I have done since I voiced my opinion about 6 weeks ago. Well, I went live the other week. That's right. Excuse me. I went live the other week, and it was me,
Mhm.
Carla, Jens, Brian
Okay, I'm taking a chance here.
on
BTS says
panel.
she's backstage, so
Well,
I'll let her up.
well,
Hopefully, I don't get
I
torn.
hope she understands that she's not going to get up here
I,
and she's not going to bully me. She's not going to scream at
okay,
me
no
because,
bullying,
I mean,
no just
it'll go
talk.
right back. I mean, if you
All
want
right,
to treat me like that, you'll get what you get back what you give.
okay. So, are you okay with her coming up, or
Sure.
all right?
Boom.
Okay, is that you, BTS?
It is. I couldn't type in your chat because I'm blocked. And
Oh,
Heidi,
I
when
didn't
have
know.
I
I
ever
thought
got
I
on a
unblocked
panel and
everybody.
like screamed
Hang
and
on a
bullied at
second.
somebody?
I thought I unblocked everybody.
Boy,
Seriously.
BTS, you have several times. I mean, did you? I don't know if you put all of your videos back up, but if you would just go back, maybe and listen to your lives because you
That was
have
my channel, though. That was my channel. That wasn't somebody else's panel. When have you seen me do that?
that you get on panels and you say terrible things. You do.
Yeah, yeah, because that's like the laughing stock of the
But see,
community for you to
BTS,
say
there is a
that.
difference. There is a difference between talking shit and downright being mean, nasty to the point to where it's bullying. I mean,
Yeah,
and
Heidi, and you've
that's
been
what it
bullying me for
has.
a long time.
Well, I uploaded the video tonight, right? Yeah, and when I put it
Wait,
on
what about all
YouTube
those other
the other night,
videos that you
right?
did about me a while back? Or will you put those back up too?
Oh, I can't. I deleted everything because when I started my
Wow.
channel over in the direction that I was going, yeah, yeah,
But why would you
yeah.
want her to put up streams where you were bullied? If
Because
she
she's
deleted
making
them.
it sound like up here that I came for her first.
Okay, but why do you come
But
after
the
me?
truth
I don't even
is,
talk about you, and you come after
well,
me all the
when have
time.
I came after you? When have I
Oh,
came
every time
after
you're.
anybody?
Please don't
When do I
yell.
come after you?
I'm not trying to yell. My freaking here, let me
I'm
put the
just
mic down a
talking.
little
I'm
bit.
talking here. I'm fine.
Hold on.
Everybody's asleep here, but
I just don't like people
Like
lying on me,
this,
that's all.
BTS, you
I
just
don't
act
like my
like
name being mentioned.
you are the moral authority of YouTube, and you act like you're entitled. And I don't
No.
get because look, BTS,
What I act like is
please let
that
me
I'm
finish.
being accused of doing stuff that I'm not doing. I
Please let
can
me
go around and
finish.
talk shit all day long,
Please let me
just
finish.
like everybody else can around
Wait,
here.
wait. Can
You're
you
not
let her talk?
you're not the same. You know, I don't know. A year ago, I mean, a year
Well,
ago,
people change you on here,
you
don't they?
were this.
People
You were this
they push you
nice,
to that limit where you're just
kind,
not going
but
to
you
take
were
their
not.
bullshit anymore.
You were this nice, kind person, and then I see you, and you're making fun of people. You're just downright being nasty, and it's like, what the hell? You know, look, I've admitted it many a times, BTS. I have got on this platform. I have showed my ass. I have hurt people too. I've
You're still
admitted
doing
that.
it in the chat, Toddy. I made my community
I
post was
talk
because
shit.
your
I
screenshot tonight.
I
I
talk
wasn't even
shit.
talking
I
about
talk
you.
shit. I talk shit. Yes, I
So
talk.
do I. What have I said that's so horrible that's not talking shit?
Oh my gosh, BTS, really?
Yeah,
Really?
really. Really.
You have said some downright mean, nasty things to people. Your words have hurt
Please give
people.
me some examples.
Well, I don't want to bring her up.
Because you
I'm
don't
trying.
have any.
Yes,
If
I
you're
do.
talking about Blue Ridge,
No, no,
Heidi, that was not a
picture
mean,
videos.
freaking horrible.
If you've not deleted your videos, put them back
I
up.
haven't deleted shit.
Okay, we'll put them back up. Put
Well,
'em-
which one do you want to see? I can put them back up, Heidi. The only reason they're down is because I
it's a
had my fucking
majority
channel
of
and they
them.
went on public automatically, and I just ain't had time to
It's a
fucking put them back
majority of
up.
them. BTS. It's a majority of them. I
Well, look,
mean,
everybody in this chat,
no,
everybody
no,
on
no.
YouTube, everybody on this panel
Look
has
how
seen every
Corey was
live stream I've ever
treated.
done, every
Look how
panel I've
Corey
ever
was
been on.
treated. Look how Corey was treated. Look how you talk about
Did I do
Tiffany.
anything to Corey? Did I do anything to
Calling
Corey? No,
Tiffany
I did not.
Stiffany.
I have
Calling
never
Tiffany
done a live
Stiffany.
stream or a video about Corey. Me and Tiffany have our own issues. Tiffany got up on my
You've
panel
never,
one
wait,
day
wait, wait.
and
You've
started to throw
never,
my
you mean to
domestic
tell me
violence up
that
in my face. And
you
yeah,
have
I don't
never
like that
mentioned
bitch.
Corey? You have never said horrible things about Corey too? No, You're not going to get
No,
up
do you have
here.
proof? Heidi, do you have proof of any of these accusations that you're throwing out right now?
Put your videos back up then, BTS. Put them
I
up.
will put them back
Because
up.
all the
I'll put
proof is
every fucking
there.
one of them back up. But
All the
guess what?
proof
You
is
can't
there.
because you dirty
Okay.
deleted yours because you lie. That's all
I
you do
lie.
is lie
I lie.
every day.
Prove I lie. Prove I
Do you
lie,
think I'm still a
BTS.
catfish?
Prove
That's what
I
I come up here for, to ask you if you still think I'm a catfish.
Well, I mean, your picture that where you were on panel that time?
Yeah, that one that accidentally
You
came
know,
up on
you don't
Carla's.
look like you don't
The
look
morning after
like
I was
your
beat the
avatar.
fuck
I mean, I'm
out
gonna
of
show
by a
it.
fucking asshole that y'all like to push around the internet. That's old as fuck. That's a year old. Everybody's already seen it. Who gives a fuck? And guess
Just
what
because
else?
she doesn't
Looks
look
don't
the
mean shit.
same. Yeah, just because she doesn't look like her avatar doesn't mean she's catfishing.
But you sure was joining in
I don't
on
look like mine either.
I
when
mean, no, but I'm a
We don't
photographer.
need
When
to
I
yell.
wake up in the morning, I don't look like my avatar.
We don't need to yell, BTS.
You know.
Well,
Can we
if
just
she would shut up
talk?
and let me talk, Carla, I wouldn't. But she wants to talk over me
No,
because she wants to lie.
she wants to get her
I want to
say
lie.
too.
Okay, I'm on mute. When you stop, when you come up for air, then I can talk, right?
Right.
Am I sitting up here cussing you? See, this is who you are, BTS. You're mean. You're nasty. For a bully. I'm sorry. You know?
I'm the meanest, nastiest, horrible person on YouTube. Who's gonna believe that shit? I
And
have been
say
here for almost 2 years, and I
nasty
have never been
person.
the meanest, nastiest, horriblest person.
You are nasty.
Heidi, go back
You are
and think about the things that you have said that is nasty as fuck on your videos.
When are you gonna admit? When are you gonna admit to the nasty things you've said?
Well, can you tell me? If you tell me, I'll admit it. I think I already have. As a matter of fact, let me just put my videos back up where I admitted all of it. I stand behind everything I say.
Yeah, you're the moral authority.
Now, tell the truth. The reason why you come after me is because you're scared of everybody else. You hate all my friends, and you think I'm the
I'm
weakest
not
link.
scared. What would I be scared of anybody
Okay,
on YouTube?
okay. So who has talked more about you? Who? Because I know there's people that's talked way more than I have, and I'm the only person you're saying anything to.
I don't know because look, I don't watch any of you.
So
I really don't.
Why can't you just stop talking about her and she'll stop talking about you? That's what I do.
Where can somebody please tell me when and where I've talked about her, unless she has talked about me first?
Well, Carla, yeah, she's right. You know, that she wants to call me a liar and all. I did say earlier, I did put up a community post. What was it yesterday, day before? Look, I don't know. All my days run together now.
I don't go around starting shit with people.
But, you know, it's like, what really gets me is how she tries to act like the moral authority of YouTube. And like,
I don't try to act like anything.
Like
I just am myself.
Things to hurt people. That's what gets me. And it's like she wants to call us out.
No, it's about
you've done it.
When her behavior has been just as bad too.
What it's about is you're jealous. You can't fucking stand it that people like me, and you want to find something on me to make people not like me.
BTS, you're not going to
Your
gaslight
friends are
me.
going to like you no matter what.
You're not going to gaslight me. Look, I don't care who you're friends with. I really don't.
Then why do you keep bothering me? I don't talk about you. I don't think about you.
I took the first jab at you the other day. So what? So what? You know, because BTS has been built up. It's been built up of the things, you know, of how you've just made fun of me and thought it was so funny, right?
Like, I can hear the animosity in your voice, and I'm just like, I haven't done anything to this woman. It's so weird how you guys get fixated on one person.
Well, we could say the same about you, right?
No.
Okay.
Not unless you can give me some examples. I mean, nobody's telling me anything.
You talked about a lot of people in this community. Don't even go there.
Heidi, I'm in a chat. I'm in the chats every day talking my shit, just like everybody else is. But you cannot say, honestly, that I am the worst, horriblest person.
I never said you was.
That's so funny.
She's never said that.
To gaslight me.
She's never even said it to me privately.
I mean, you're not going to say.
Well, then why am I your target?
Well, because look, like I've already told you, you act like you are some moral authority over YouTube. Like you have never said anything.
How do I act like that? What do you mean by that? I'm not, I haven't went live in like, I don't even know how long. So I'm definitely not trying to do resolution and be a moral authority.
But
I
look,
don't
I think
understand.
that's out the window. The resolution.
Well,
I don't think
I don't
that's
get
coming back.
more
the only
resolution.
thing I'm hearing when you say moral authority, the only thing I'm hearing is I'm sick of people liking you, BTS, because you're a good person. I'm sick of it.
Did I say
That's
see,
what I'm
you're,
hearing.
no, BTS, you're not going to gaslight me.
I'm not trying
I
to gaslight
never
you, but you're not
said
giving me any answers.
I
I'm trying to figure it out.
look because you get up and you've gotten up on your panel and you've acted like that you don't know why somebody said something to you, or you don't know why somebody's doing this or that, when you have done it too, BTS. And it's like, what the hell? Hypocrite much? I mean, come on now. Come on.
Like what?
You can't sit and call somebody out for the same things that
You can't call somebody out without proof.
and
You can't throw tomatoes and expect tomatoes not to be thrown back. I think that's what she means.
I never have. I never have.
proof is, I
Oh,
mean,
come on. We
your
all have.
past life.
I think we all have
I have
I
never
have too.
expected not to have. I didn't say I haven't threw tomatoes.
Yeah.
I'm saying I've never expected them not to come back.
Yeah. They
Like,
come
why
back
do
in
you
the
even think
throttle.
that?
In
But
this
you
community,
you
they
have
come
your
back
white
in the
nighters
throttle.
too. You have your white nighters.
And you
as soon
guys
as you
do too.
mention.
And you
No,
guys do
Yeah,
too.
I don't have any white nighters.
No, I don't need no white nighters. None. I mean, it's like my friends on YouTube, my circle is very small now, but
What do you
it's like
think I
the
asked them to do
people
that?
that I am close to, they tell me, do not, do not take up for me. And they'll say to me, because I don't want these people coming after you. And, I say it to them too, don't say anything in my defense. If I want to say something, I have my own platform,
Okay. Okay.
What, can you not just agree to just not mention her name and she won't mention your name? How's
I didn't
that?
start it with her,
Instead of
Carla. I
like,
Yeah,
don't talk
she's
about you
right.
guys.
Carla, look,
but
she is
listen,
right. I
how
was the
about
one
not take
who threw that
screenshots? Like,
wrench or whatever. I mean, however
I
you
said
want to put it.
something about serendipity the other day. I said something like I was disappointed in her. And that got screenshotted. I mean, that's the only thing I said. And that merited a community post. I mean, we can't even type in a chat that it's going to be
Well, that doesn't have
screenshotted.
anything to do with me. I'm only
No, I'm
screenshotting
just
Ross,
stuff that
I
saying
mean,
people are
to
saying
make it
about
Snoopy,
me.
stop
Snoopy, that's
screenshotting
right.
things
I
and then
mean, I'm
throwing
not
it in
scared of
everybody's face.
anybody on YouTube. What are they going to do?
I'm not either.
They going
That's
to
right. What
come
are they
to
gonna
my
do? Come through
home?
the
What are
screen?
they? I mean, seriously, what are they going to do? I mean, and
That's
if
another
somebody comes to
question I
my
have too,
home,
Heidi, while I'm up here
we're
is what did you
protected.
mean in your
Well,
video when you said just because you're behind a screen name called BTS doesn't mean nothing? What does that mean?
I mean, it just doesn't. I mean, seriously, think about it. It don't.
You have no answers
As
for me. I'm fucking
it,
wasting my time.
a screen name is a screen name, correct? Doesn't
Yeah,
mean anything.
and like I
Doesn't mean
didn't say it.
anything. Doesn't mean anything.
Well, but I didn't
What?
say it did. I mean, everybody has one.
Well, no, because you're trying to accuse me of something. I feel like that's where this is going.
No, I'm just asking what you meant. I'm not accusing you of nothing. Like, what the heck?
It's just a screen name, right?
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's
all it
between
is.
Hartley. I think it's between BTS and Cindy, because BTS, I guess, took a screenshot of something Cindy said, and now Cindy.
See, Carla's still trying to go with the narrative that I started this, and Cindy
I
has
don't
told
know.
you, Carla,
Well,
like
you
5 times
you
that she
screenshotted
started
something
it.
she said in Brian's chat.
She
So,
screenshotted something I said and made a community post a few
well, I
days
don't
ago.
know. I'm not on here
Yeah, you do,
24/7.
because guess what? You fucking commented under it. Y'all are the lyingest bunch of people I've ever known.
I commented where?
Under her
BTS, do you realize?
videos and
I mean,
On
community
where?
do you not think that people sleep? I mean, they can. I mean, it's not really
No, I'm
lying
on here
because I
24/7.
mean, it's like, yeah, I said something to Brian's, but I can't remember exactly how. I know it was something about groceries, but I can't remember
What is
exactly
she
what I
talking
said.
That's
about? What
Am
another
I
thing.
groceries?
lying?
That's another question
Am
that I
I
had
lying?
too.
Because I can't remember
Go
exactly
ahead.
what I said 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. No.
The other
That's not
question that I had for Heidi is, even if somebody was big and fat, like, why would you want anybody to go without groceries? That's kind of sad.
well. I mean, well, I mean, think about it. Why did y'all laugh it up? And
See, it's
I mean,
y'all
seriously,
because you group me in with other people.
BTS, you did sit on a panel one night where I was just being trashed and called Chindy. You were even calling me Chindy. You were laughing it up.
Well,
If
that's
that
after
screen,
you made all those nasty videos about me that you
are you
deleted.
serious? No, 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 no.
Yes,
This was
ma'am.
after a screenshot was taken
No,
on a live I had done. Yes, it
I
was
never
BTS.
started
Okay,
anything with you in the
okay.
beginning. I was over there minding my own business, and there you were making those videos every day. All those ones you deleted. Remember those
What I mean
a
was
while back?
after I was live, BTS. After.
Yeah, you did live streams about me too. You did live streams about my domestic violence.
Yep.
You did all that before I even said a word about you.
Yeah, I sure did. Because
There
look,
you go.
you know, I do know people who are in domestic violence situations.
I
And
don't need your
I do know people
explanation.
who have got out of domestic violence situations. Thank
How do
God.
you don't know
But
everything?
I don't understand how anybody can sit and be bullies to people when and say
You're
the
the
things
biggest
that
bully. You're one of
I
the
believe.
biggest bullies here. If anybody listens to your video, they would know that.
Well, why don't you believe that BTS was involved with domestic abuse?
Well, science girl, because the way, look, and I guess I'm going to have to go to this point, and I did not want to bring Corey up. I did not. Corey's
Because of
been
what
through
was said
enough.
about Corey. Okay.
Because I
Yeah,
sat on a panel when people were talking about Corey and putting
but you
those
did,
song lyrics in the chat. I
but
already
Okay.
settled this with the truth because I had the
but you
same problem
didn't.
with her.
You did not say, wait, that's wrong. Don't
Okay.
do this. You did not, and
Who
just
are you to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do?
well, why on earth would you think it's okay and not
Well,
even
she's
try
not.
First
to
She's
of
not.
all,
and try
Okay.
to
But
wait,
say, look,
first
that's
of
not
all,
okay.
I'm nobody's
It's not
boss,
okay to talk
okay?
about a
We're all
lady
grown adults
that
and I
was
don't
in
tell
domestic
people what to
violence
do.
and lost
If
her
they want to
baby
do what
because
they
of
want to
that.
do.
okay,
Are
I get
you
it.
listening?
BTS is not an advocate, so why would she? She's not like an advocate.
Exactly.
You
Yeah, but you
know.
Well,
stand up
I
for
don't
what's
really
right
think
if
you would
that's
have to
wrong.
be an advocate to know right from
Somebody
wrong.
was saying that on my
I'm sure,
panel because
wait,
I've been
because you
through that.
guys have had people on your panels that have said stuff too that you didn't say anything about. So, I mean, come on.
Like what? Like what?
Well, I'd have to
Example.
go back and watch some of your lives to
Yeah,
figure it
they're all
out,
Like if
up.
whatever.
somebody
But
They're
ever
all
said
up.
anything on my panel about a woman and they're making fun of the woman that
I've
was
never done. It's
severely
never happened on
beaten
my
to
panel.
where she lost her baby,
Yeah, I don't agree with making
I
fun
have
of
never
anybody.
had a panel like that.
Yeah.
I
Like that.
don't think
I've
anybody
never had a
agreed with
panel
that.
like that
Yeah.
either.
No.
The whole chat
I don't.
was just mucking it up,
I'm
BTS.
fine,
The
Rolling.
Okay,
panel,
well,
y'all were
okay, so
laughing. I mean,
listen.
well, I can't say
Can
y'all, but
I?
yeah, there was so much. It was disgusting. And look, I'm sorry. This is where I have a hard time with it because I don't know. I just don't understand it. And I guess I
Do
never.
you understand that we are all adults and I don't tell people what to do? Like, I can just leave, right?
But to me, look, when you're sitting on a panel and things like that is being said, and she's being made fun of like
Were
that,
okay, let me
when
ask
she's
y'all
being
this.
like that, I don't
Good
care.
night,
Were y'all
Tanya.
in Molly's when she
My
did
friends,
and said all that to Potty Mouth the other night?
if it's my friends, or I
I
would
was on her
look,
panel.
look, don't say that. This is
I
wrong.
was in there. I don't
Heidi,
believe
can
it.
you not hear me?
I did not agree with it,
I
but
think it's a delay or something. I don't know.
I don't even know the whole story with Potty Mouth Mama, to be
I don't.
honestly.
But I mean, I don't.
Well, no, but listen, I'm not trying to throw that up in your face. The point of me asking that is, have I done any videos calling y'all out for being in Molly's chat while she was saying that really bad stuff about potty mouth and her kids and what happened? Because that's
Nope,
domestic abuse
not
too.
that I know of.
And I
But I
haven't
don't
said
go to your
anything in the
chat.
chats about y'all being in there. I wasn't even in the chats for a while.
I don't even. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even know exactly what happened. To be honest with you, I know like something happened, and I know it was bad just from hearing people talk about it. But I don't know, exactly what happened. So I'm like,
You weren't there for that?
I come in
We were there. She
afterward.
says we were there. We just didn't know the story of Potty Mouth Mama. I don't even
Okay,
know the
but
story.
so if you were there, okay, let's just use this for an example.
I
Do you
was.
think anything that you said or done could have stopped Molly from saying anything or
No,
doing
No,
anything?
no, you can't.
no.
We're adults. Nobody's gonna.
I just want the same, you know, I just want the same thing back.
Hmm. Well,
Like,
I mean,
don't hold that against me. Don't hold what my friends say and do against me. Only hold what I do and say against me.
well, I've always been that way. I don't hold that against
But
anybody if they're friends. I
that's
don't judge
how it goes,
people like that.
right? I mean, seriously, that's how it goes around here. You're frowned upon.
Heidi, you're the one that's doing it to me. I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
The crowd you hang with too, BTS does it to others. I mean,
And you're the crowd you hang with does too, Heidi.
we could talk about
Listen, y'all sit over here with this whole narrative believing that crazy woman that I, of all people, could hack anybody's freaking bank account. Do you know how dumb that looked and sounded? And
what.
y'all didn't say a word. Y'all went with that. You believed it. And guess what? I didn't even say nothing to y'all about it.
Whoa, look, Jenna's not crazy. Don't
No,
be,
she's not
Okay.
don't
crazy,
be,
and you shouldn't
don't.
call her that.
Well,
That's
I wouldn't if she would leave me alone and stop. The
Well,
things that she does are
she
out
has
of this
stopped.
world.
what you
When
doing
has she bothered you
because
lately?
I've not seen
Well,
her.
she's got that channel, but we're not going to talk about that. Go ahead, Heidi.
I've not seen her in chats. So, but look, I don't.
I'm not saying right now. I'm
Yeah,
saying when she
I,
was telling y'all that you believed it. That's crazy as fuck, y'all. For real.
I don't spend all these hours on YouTube. Yeah, I pop in like if there's something, if there's live or something, I'll pop in and listen through the day if I have downtime. But mostly, I'm checking things out at night. When my household is settled for the night and I'm trying to get settled. But I mean, you act like we're watching everything and we should know everything that's going on when honestly we don't. I mean, a lot
Okay,
of
that's fine, but
yeah,
I don't understand why you
I,
just keep coming at me. That's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of.
I get a lot from the clip channels because it is easier just to listen to a clip channel than it is to, oh my gosh, sit through a 4 hour live.
And
Or
Heidi,
Carla,
can
you
you guys
mentioned a
just
few
like,
minutes ago that I keep coming for you. Like, when have I bothered you? Like, how long has it been?
Carla, are you here? Uh-oh. Carla,
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I was asking you a question. We can hear you now, but we
Okay.
couldn't before.
What
You
was the
said a while
question?
ago, you mentioned that you said, why do I keep coming after you? Like, when have I came after you?
Not
How
coming
long?
after me, but you even when the stream isn't about me, you'll just mention my name, just really snarky for no
How long has that
reason.
been?
I don't know, because I stopped watching anything over there.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
seriously,
there's
because
been a whole lot of
like,
other
but
stuff going on for about 2 months, and I
and
haven't.
you've done it, Carla's.
When I was doing live streams about you when we were tit for tat, yeah, I did.
No, and like every once in a while, you just bring my name up, even if
I
my
don't
name,
think I
like
even responded to the last panel you
even
guys
if it
had
was
about me.
nothing to do with me. That's what I mean by coming after
I don't
you. And
understand. I don't know what you're
and
talking
I don't,
about.
and you
Like,
cannot say that I've ever come after
there's no
you.
way that I've been in a chat and just brought your name up without anybody saying anything.
Exactly, but why do you even have to?
I
Why does
don't.
it have to be
That's
done?
what I'm trying to tell you. I don't.
Well, I don't come after you either. So I just
I didn't say
let everything go.
you did come after me though. I didn't accuse you of that. You just accused me of that.
Yeah, and it's true.
But look, both sides do it.
My
I
goodness.
mean, and
Oh, girl.
I'm just gonna put it out there, you know,
Well, it
this
happens. We
whole
all do it.
side thing
I mean,
is, but
Science
I
Girl,
mean,
do you watch my live streams and panels and
All I
stuff?
do is watch clip channels anymore because I'm not going to go type in a chat where I know I'm going to get attacked. You know
Yeah, I
what I
don't
mean?
blame you. I feel the same way.
Carla,
I'm
will
letting
you leave this
everybody in
up?
here talk right now. BTS. There's a lot of people that support you in here, and I haven't
Well, I
lost
can't. I
one
haven't looked
person.
at the chat one time. I appreciate that. And will you please leave this live stream up?
I'll leave it up.
Okay.
I don't delete my live streams unless there's doxing or warning.
but there's a lot of nastiness on both sides. Let's be honest
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Let's just call it out and be brutally honest.
Yes.
There's a lot of nastiness going on. And look, no, me and Laura are not friends or anything. But BTS, you have your friends that are going after Laura's business. That's
I
something
can't
that
do
she.
anything about that, Heidi. I can't make
But
other people do
I'm just
anything.
saying. Look, they're. I mean, they're going.
You
They're going
can't.
to
Y'all
try
gotta
to.
quit throwing my friends up to me and hold me
But they're
accountable for
going.
what they do.
Well,
It's not fair.
you want to bring our friends up. You wanted to bring Jen up. So look,
Yeah.
Yeah, because it
Jen's
was
not out
about
here.
me.
Jen is
About
not out
me.
here. Jen is not out
Do you
here
understand
going for
that?
somebody's real life. She's
Thank
not
you,
going out
Kim.
here to try to ruin somebody's business over lies. Jen's not doing that.
Okay. I never said she
I mean,
was.
Laura's business helps feed her kids, puts clothes on their back. And I think
Okay.
I think
That's not
it's
what I'm
messed
here
up.
for. I'm not
But
here to talk about
I'm just
things
saying.
that don't have anything to do with me.
But you won't answer a question either, BTS. You won't say like and I asked Cindy too the same question. Can you guys
Okay.
just not talk about each other, not take
I would
screenshots?
I don't talk about people unless they're talking about me.
So
Carla,
then it's
I
yes. That's the answer
I
is yes.
can, but I believe, if she's in a chat and I get word of it that they're just downright making fun of me, they're, calling me chindy
Right.
or whatever. If she's in there, look, she's participating. That's how I look at it.
I
If
don't know who
Right.
you guys think you are, really. Like, you're not my mom. You're not my boss. And this sounds
I
so
asked you a
crazy to me right
question.
now.
I did not I didn't order you to do anything. I asked you if you could. That's
No,
it.
well, I'm sorry, Carla. I'm not really referring to you. I'm referring to her only. Like, listen how she's talking. Like, if I see her in a chat,
yeah,
Heidi, why do
then
you think that you
I'm
have
gonna
so
call you
much,
out
like,
on it.
you're
I'm
so
gonna call you out
entitled?
on it. I'm gonna call you out on it. Breaking the silence. You
Well,
were
then
on
I'm going to
2 minutes
clap right
before you
back, and then that's going
interrupted
to be
me.
fine.
So I
But
mean,
you better make sure it's the truth when you do it. That's all I ask.
oh, okay, okay.
Okay?
I don't see
Are we
why
Mm.
y'all
done?
just can't stop
But why do
talking
we
about one
always
another.
have to go at each other? Like, why does it have to be like that?
Yeah, just
Well,
stop.
I can't listen. I can't look. Okay, that's just what people. That's there. It's the drama community. If you don't want to
I
watch
am
Well,
people
so sick
coming
of
at each
hearing.
other,
I am
then
so
don't
sick of
watch
hearing
it.
of that excuse from the
I
Don't
don't.
drama
watch it.
community.
I
I
I
don't.
would
am
love to
so
see a shit
sick of
What
show.
else are we
hearing
gonna do?
that.
Y'all are sitting up here telling me what I say in chats and what I do when y'all are in the chat saying the horriblest freaking stuff too.
Me?
Do you
I
see
don't know what I
this?
said. Horrible.
Not me.
Carla, mainly all you do, Carla, is just laugh at people, make fun of people, and laugh at them. That's it.
I
I'm
laugh.
not concerned about you at all. You haven't talked about me, and I do appreciate that.
I don't.
Heidi, on the other
I'm
hand,
not.
just said tonight that somebody would be okay without groceries, and I have a
Mhm.
problem with that.
I did.
Okay.
I did. Oh my
That's
God.
not nice.
I went that low. Yeah, I'm not
You
nice.
did.
Yeah,
And then you went even lower in your video.
Oh, I know, right?
Called me a bitch and an idiot. And go watch
Oh,
my video.
I
See if I
know.
called you names like that.
I did. Oh, I so did, but yeah.
But I'm the bully. I'm the mean one.
Well, you know what? It's like this. Like I said, it's been built up. And I'm sorry if look, if you can't handle it, if you can't take it back. I mean, if you're gonna
Oh, I'm
throw,
doing fine
if you're,
handling it. I
if
think I
you're,
just
I'm
cammed right up for you and,
if you're gonna throw
made you look like a
tomatoes,
complete
if
fool.
you're gonna throw tomatoes, I'm gonna throw them right back. That's just how it goes,
But
right?
you started it. I didn't throw
I
any
know I
tomatoes at
did.
you.
I know I
Then
did.
why do you keep saying that?
Because I look. Oh my gosh, here we go again. Here we go again. I've
Well, you
already
can't say you
explained.
started it and that you were meaner and then turn around in the same breath and tell me that as long as I'm doing that, you're not going to stop.
Well, I mean, if
That
you're
makes no sense.
well, I mean, if you're in a chat, look, if you don't want me to talk about you, but if you're in a chat
Hmm.
and if you're calling me Chindy and you're making fun of me, what do you think I'm gonna do?
Well, I never called you Chindy until you
Okay.
started saying I was a scammer and a catfish and all this other stuff. And then I was like, fuck it, I'll just start calling her that.
Where do you get
If
your
you
timeline
listen,
from? Where do you
if
get your
you
timeline from?
listen, it's on my channel. I still have everything. I haven't
Okay.
deleted nothing. So every
Well,
response I've made to you is going to be
maybe
there.
you need to go back and watch your live
I'm
streams.
going to. I'm
Oh,
going to. I'm
good,
going to put them all back up and
good.
then I'm going to wait for somebody to
Because
go find
you'll
something.
see how your behavior and how nasty your chat gets. Good. That's good. That's good.
And your alls
But
don't?
what someone told me about my chat, my live stream, everything on here is my responsibility. If someone's nasty in my chat, it's my responsibility. But you're
I don't
saying
have a
it's not.
problem with anything that anybody has said in my chat. If I do, it gets deleted.
Okay.
What I'm trying to tell you is I am who I am, and you have no right to tell me who I
Well,
should or shouldn't be or
Carly,
how I should or shouldn't act.
girls who science girl is that she's still on this panel. People in the chat, they're who they are. So, I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Yeah.
okay.
Right?
Yeah, I get a
Nobody
little
can
carried
stop
away
anybody.
because everybody saw it 2 weeks ago. So I can lose
Right.
it,
And I've never
and they know it. They know
called.
it.
Heidi, do you call Science Girl out when she does something or says something that you don't approve of? Like, why are you threatening to call
I've
me out
never,
for it? Of
I've
all,
never,
like,
I've never had a problem with science girl. I mean,
Mm.
so I mean, why would I? I mean, just go up and start some shit with Science Girl when Science Girl has never done anything to me. I've never had no problem with her. That totally don't make
but
sense. Why would you?
right, because
Why
I
would
didn't do anything to
anybody?
you either.
Oh, okay, BTS. All right.
What
I
did I
mean,
do to you? You
look,
can't even tell me. How long have I
I
been on this
told
panel?
you, BTS. How many times have I sat up here and I
Okay,
told
you
you?
made videos before that panel on Trisha's. Yes, you did. You talked about my domestic violence before that.
Yes, I did. I did.
Okay,
And
I
that's
did
why
not
I
start
talked
it.
about it. That's why I talked about it, BTS, because
There's
that
something else bothering you
timeline
about
frame
me.
in my life, look, that timeline frame in my life, I was very confused at how a survivor can sit in chats and on panels when Corey was
You
being
did that
bashed.
before. You did that live stream before that. You know who you can go ask about that? The person that was on your panel with you that night that
the
came up and tried
things
to reason with you
the things with Corey, Tiffany, had been going
was
on,
before that.
but it had been going on. Oh my
Well,
God,
mine and
it had
Tiffany's
been
little
going
spat and
on.
our problem isn't any of your business.
Do what?
Mine and Tiffany's issue isn't your issue.
Well, I do have a problem with that because when you call my friend Sniffany and
I do not
the
call her
thing,
Sniffany. I
the
call her Tiffy. See, you can't even get it
no,
right.
you have called her Sniffany before,
I
breaking
call her
silence.
Tiffy Poo all the time.
No, you have called her Sniffany before
Yes, I
too.
do.
Okay,
Go
all right.
watch the chats.
See,
Last 2
breaking the
months.
silence. This is how you are. Everybody else does wrong, and you're the victim. right? You never do any wrong. You never say
I
anything
didn't
bad.
say
So
I
you're
never do
sitting up
nothing
here.
wrong. I'm
You're
just
sitting up
saying that
here.
everything you're
You're
saying
sitting
I
up
do
here.
is a lie.
You're sitting up here saying I'm a liar. You don't do this. You don't
You
do that.
are.
Okay. See, breaking the
Have you
silence.
proved anything since
You
I've been
need
up here?
you need to woman up and admit and to the things that you've said about people.
So you want me to say, okay, let's just go with that. Say I do call Tiffany Sniffany. You want me to say that that's bad?
Well, it's my friend.
Right.
Well, I
I mean,
mean, that's not
that's
really,
not
I mean,
her.
I can think
Look,
of way worse things that I could call her than that.
Tiffany is not on YouTube, and her name is not Sniffany. It's not.
And
And
you act like I'm the
why?
only person, like every single person
No,
in this
no.
community has
Here's
done
my
everything that you're
observation.
saying right now,
My
including you.
observation of you, BTS. Here's my
Uh
observation of
huh.
you: is
Mhm.
you're just going to follow the crowd, and you pick up on things they say, and you say those things too. It's like, I don't know. It's like you can't be a free thinker. You can't just not follow the crowd.
Yes,
Not,
Kay, you
you know,
can.
Why
other
can't we
people,
just
other
Well,
people,
I think
other
quite the
people was
opposite about
calling,
myself
other
because
people was calling
if
Tiffany
that were
Sniffany,
true,
and you started calling her Sniffany. So it's like,
well, and you guys do the same damn thing
mm,
with
why do
people
y'all
you
call her
don't
Can I
like.
ask that
why
people
do y'all
stop
call her
saying
Sniffany? Because I've been
Tiffy
on the phone with
Smoke?
her many a times and I never heard her sniff.
I've
I
never
have
heard her
no
sniffy.
clue. I always say Tiffy Poo or, Satan because she's evil or some shit like that. That's my opinion.
but breaking
I
the
don't
silence, really,
call her Sniffany.
why do you, I mean, seriously, why do you, shit, what was that?
That is not.
It's a wild look.
Cindy's never called her an inbred.
I've never
So
called her an inbred. No, I
I'm
don't,
just gonna
I don't
say
like, I mean, no, no, no.
BTS
Tiffany
doesn't like
doesn't
being called.
call anybody an inbred.
No,
No,
Cindy's
I've
never.
never,
I
She's
don't
never.
never
understand why
called
we're
her.
talking
Find,
about Tiffany and other people. I don't think
find me
that's
saying that
where
somewhere
this
and
should be
produce a
going.
I
screenshot.
have no
Make sure
idea.
it's me, because look, no, I think that word is repulsive. I don't use it, never used it, don't like it.
What's
So,
the word
So,
inbred?
wait, can I ask another question? Okay, so if you don't approve of me calling her Sniffany, would you approve of me calling her bitch or idiot?
You can call her a bitch.
No, not you, Science Girl Heidi, because she called me a bitch and an
well,
idiot in her
I
videos,
mean,
and
no,
Tiffany
no,
sounds like y'all trying to like make fun of her something else. I don't know.
I don't know what that's from. I didn't start that. That's not my thing. I can't
Yeah,
answer that question.
I
but
think
you
that's
But
it.
started, yeah,
Cindy,
but see, that's the thing, though,
would you
breaking the
prefer
silence.
me
You
to
said you
call
didn't
her
start it, that
a different
somebody else
word?
did, but you followed in with that, with calling her Stephanie. Well, no, I don't think
Can you give me some
I don't
screenshots?
I don't think Tiffany is a bitch. I don't think she's an idiot. No, I don't.
I'm a bitch. I mean, I
Well,
think
I
we're
could
all.
What? Okay,
I
so let
could
me
be,
ask
yeah,
you.
I could
Can
be
I
a bitch.
ask the
I guess
question in?
everybody can be a bitch. I
Oh
Yeah,
my
mean,
we
God!
can
You
Cindy
all.
never
keeps
shut
using your
up.
names in my chat.
We could take that term.
This, this wasn't
Everybody,
I
even
all of
never
about
us are
shut
Tiffany,
bitches.
up.
and you have a bunch of
Yeah,
people
you just
coming in
keep
here
on
calling
and
her
on and
names.
on. Can I ask the question as a general state a question? Can I change it? So, if you think that the names that I've called people around here, which would be what you said, sniffany, chindy, whatever, those kind of things, would it be better, in your opinion, in general, if I start calling people bitches, idiots, cunts, morons, dumbasses, that kind of stuff? Would that be better? Because that's what you do. So I want to know if that's going to be approved by you for me.
Can I talk now?
Yes, ma'am.
How long do I have to talk?
As long as it takes you to get it all out, I
Well, I
guess.
mean, I'm just asking you because you say I talk too much. So just tell me how long I
Well,
have.
it takes you
How long?
forever to get the damn point across.
Can I answer now?
Yeah.
Do you want to give me a time frame? Because you seem to be,
No, smarty
want to
pants, I
control the.
don't.
Well, I mean, you just want to try to control the
You're such a
how the
smart ass,
conversation's
Heidi.
going. I am. I really
I
am.
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Gemma.
Will you please answer the question?
Hi, Kay.
Well, I mean, look. Okay. Are any of those words okay? Definitely not. Should I have said it? Definitely
Low
not.
loss
Then
point.
why are you
Yeah.
judging other people and why are you trying to hold other people to a higher standard?
Oh my gosh. Because I mean, y'all do it too, right? Right?
Hmm.
BTS.
Yeah, but I'm not the
I
one that's
mean,
calling you out for
if
doing it. You
people,
can't deflect on. You're
but if
deflecting.
no, I'm not deflecting, but y'all do the same thing. Y'all do.
Okay. But that's what I was trying to tell you. That
Look,
was my whole point.
nobody,
You do the same thing that you're
nobody,
mad at me for
yeah,
doing.
nobody should be called out of their name. Of course not. You
Okay.
know, nobody should be
But that's never going to
because,
change, right? Because that's just what people do here. I mean, it's just
yeah,
a common thing, right?
yeah, there's a lot of bullies up on this platform. A lot.
I know. I had a video made by one about me tonight calling me an idiot and a bitch.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
So I totally agree with that.
yeah. I sure did. And you know,
Yeah,
Well,
look,
you
just
guys
my
always
the
BTS.
say,
only point that I'm trying to
It's,
make is don't call other people bullies if you're going to be a bully.
I don't really think that was in a bullying way. I really don't, because I mean,
Well, of course not,
do
because
you
it was
really
you.
okay, do you really know what bullying is, BTS?
Do you?
Do you know the difference between shit talking and bullying? I sure do know what
Yes,
bullying
I
is.
sure do.
My youngest daughter was bullied in school,
Mhm.
where she became a cutter. I was bullied in school because I have a cleft lip. I was born with one,
Mhm.
which, I can't help. My mother's RH negative, and I was bullied. I do know the difference.
Most of us have been through that in our life and then some.
Okay, so don't tell me that I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't say that you didn't know. I just said that you are one.
Mm, okay.
I mean,
I'm
your
not,
videos are proof of that.
I'm not out here making fun of how people look, calling them out of their name. I'm not, I know, I'm not doing that.
You're not calling anybody out of their name.
I'm not out here just brutally being mean, saying hurtful things,
You
to
literally
hurt
look, I hadn't
people.
said anything about you at all, and you literally put in a chat tonight that I should go without groceries.
Yeah, I did. I did. I did.
Okay.
But
so she owned it.
that's not bullying though, BTS. It's really
No,
not.
you said you're not going around saying bad things and horrible things.
When did I say I wasn't going around saying bad, horrible things?
Okay, what did you just now get done
When did
saying?
I say that?
Did you just now get done saying you don't go around bullying people in chats? Is that what you said?
To me, that I mean, that's not bullying. And look, I know what it is. You know, I know what it is.
What exactly is
What do you
telling
mean?
someone they should go without groceries? What was the meaning of that?
Uh,
She called me because I'm a vegan, and because she said I got the screenshots on my community post if you want to look at it, Science Girl.
But
She
what was
said
the point in telling
BTS could
someone
afford to go without groceries, vegan. Like because a
because
person's fat, they shouldn't eat. Like they should
science
starve.
girl, because yeah, it was taking a jab at her over, because I mean, it goes back to, yeah, it's tit for tat if that's what it, but
I mean,
yeah,
what if
yeah,
she said that to
I
you?
was shit talking,
Can she
but
say the same thing to you though?
no,
Right.
no, she just made fun of
She
my
didn't say
appearance.
did I. She said could I.
I
Uh,
mean, she easily could say the same thing to you.
yeah, yeah,
I mean,
I would
if I
not
said that
say,
to somebody, they could tell me that too.
right,
I
but
mean,
I
that
would not say, oh, what you said about me needing groceries is bullying. I would know, because that is not bullying. Bullying is when you make fun of someone's appearance. You make
I
fun
agree,
of how
Kay.
That's not
someone
true,
talks.
Heidi. Do you have another advice where you can Google bullying? Because I could go ahead and tell y'all the definition real quick. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going outside. I have no other device but my phone, but I've read it enough that I know what it means. And if you Google bullying, it's going to tell you that bullying is when you constantly just come at someone and pick on someone for a long period of time. So technically, uh,
And that's what y'all do.
and you guys don't. There is two
Yeah,
sides to
I
this.
see both sides. I'm sorry.
Do you see what I mean? This is a two-sided community.
Yeah.
You cannot say that one side is bullies and the other side is
And you
not.
can't say one side is better than the other side,
Right, right.
because we
Nope.
all have done things that we're
We're
not
all
proud of.
guilty.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
I will own my shit.
Me too. I have stood on my
I've
panel and
bullied.
owned everything I've ever done
I
and
have
said.
bullied. I think you can admit you have.
Yeah.
Cindy can admit she has, because we've talked about it earlier. There's sometimes that we go off, leave and don't feel good about our streams because what things that we've said ourselves. I
Well,
mean,
I
it's
just
one
Yeah,
thing to
didn't.
talk
I would
in
agree that a
private.
lot of the comments that we've all made are really shitty. And at the end of the day, it's just like meaningless. But bullying,
But
in my opinion, is like if
But
your
it's
if
not
your panel is
meaningless.
dedicated to dragging the same person every day until they break, then that's bullying.
Yeah.
I
Tit
think
And
for
that's
tat and back and
you go
forth
for
what
looks.
comments
and
in a
that's
chat
what's and
is
that's
not
what's
bullying.
being
That's an
done to
argument.
Laura. That's what's being done to Laura. That's what's being done to Corey. Even Molly. That's
Yeah, but
Do
being
they
done
I
to
give it
Molly.
back? Do they give
That's
it back,
I
Heidi?
mean, that's being
Do they
done
give
to
it back? Do
Tiffany.
they do the tit for tat?
Um
I think the second you go for looks, you lose. Point blank. And that's from
I
either side.
totally agree, which is the only reason that I do not cam up on here all the time.
Me
And I
either.
used to didn't even put pictures up because I don't want people to think
Right.
that I ever would consider looks in any argument, because to me, it doesn't matter what you look like. And I'm not ever going to rub it in somebody's face that I'm
I don't
prettier
plan
than
on
they are.
fucking anybody here, so I can care less what they think about me. What
but
I look like.
still, I mean, we have feelings. I mean, we're humans. Women are more sensitive than men. I mean, it's just how it is, just how it works. Of course, when somebody comes for your looks, that does affect somebody, especially when that person has, when, oh my gosh, they've been ridiculed before in real life over that. That does affect a
hey, Mary,
person. It affects them mentally.
I
You
mean, I
know,
have to ask
when
you.
when when that screenshot was taken of me,
Mhm.
I mean,
I remember
yeah,
that.
things happened with my parents,
Yeah.
I don't,
and I'm not
I'm not
not
saying that you
crying
shouldn't.
because
No, listen,
it's just been rough since November, and
okay,
I'm not
Heidi.
saying that you shouldn't
it's
be upset over
hard.
somebody
But
making fun
when
of you,
that
period.
screenshot was
Like,
taken of me, I didn't want to do it anymore because I was like, what's it worth? Because that hurt me and it still bothers me.
I'm
Because I
sorry,
have
Heidi.
been ridiculed like that in my real life before. And I'm not crying for attention. It's just been stressful with my parents and the news on my daddy's
so
death, the
is that
doctor.
what
It's
makes
just,
you like come back even meaner and harder at people because you're hurt over
no,
that? Like,
no,
hurt people, right?
no, no. That, you know, I know I'm not going to use my parents, and you're totally wrong. I feel like you're bringing up my parents' situation
I'm
because of
not.
what
I'm
I
actually
said.
trying to be really nice right now because I feel bad because you're crying. And look how you turn everything around like I'm trying to be mean or do something
Because you
totally
just
opposite.
said, is that why I said what I said? Because of my
No,
parents?
because I'm
No,
asking you if that's why you're so mean
no,
to other
no,
people, because people have been
no.
mean to you. I don't see anything wrong with that question.
Yeah, when people are mean to me, yeah, they're gonna get it right back. Of course. You
Ditto.
know?
Well, I don't just go around making fun of you and talking. Like, if you say something about me, yeah, I'm going to talk about it probably for a
But you
couple of
did,
days.
But
BTS.
she
You
said the
have.
same thing. Cindy said the
You
same thing. If you go around talking about her, she's going to talk about you. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like
It'll never end if y'all just can't end it
it
now.
won't ever end because yeah, if
I
you say
I
just
mean,
don't
something
I
understand
can
consistently,
why. Okay,
I can
listen, let me ask
agree
it to you
not
this
to
way.
I can agree to not ever say anything about her. But look, if I mean, I can't promise that because if she's in a chat and I'm being called Chindy and you know being made fun
Even if
Why
of,
does
it's
it
not me,
call?
and
right?
she's
Even if I'm
but
not the one
no, I'm
doing it.
saying if you're not letting me finish, but if you're going along with that, then you expect me just to sit back and not say it if you're going along with it, BTS.
Okay, so are you saying if other people are calling you that and I'm not specifically typing it, but I'm still in that chat?
No, 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 no.
Is that
See, no,
okay?
that's not
So
what I'm
as long
saying.
as
I'm saying
okay,
if
so
you're
as long
going
as I don't
along
type
with
the
it,
word
if you're
in the
going
chat,
along
I
with
can
it,
agree 100%,
if
totally
you're saying
100%
if
right
you're
now.
calling me Chindy because the others are, and that's
Okay,
what
I
I'm
can
saying,
agree
going
to that.
along with it.
I can agree to that right now. I will not type the word Chindy in a chat, which I have done probably very few times, once or twice, and that's probably because you made a really nasty video about me. As long as you stop talking about me, then I won't do it. Because when you're in somebody's chat and the panel's talking about me, you're talking mad shit about me too, and I have all kinds of screenshots.
Hey, BTS. You
Why
could
do y'all call her that? Chindy. Why?
because here I can explain it because when I was doing a cooking show one day, a bad angle was taken of me. And, I've always had
Well, but listen,
on a
if they
big
if
show.
they were friends, they wouldn't call you that. It's because you were treating them so nasty.
I
Yeah,
just
Tell the
have
truth.
to ask y'all, and we're
if
all
I was
women.
looking down or
Who
kind
fucking looks perfect while they're cooking dinner for their family?
and
Please raise your hand.
nobody.
Please.
Nobody, and I didn't even know that's where that came from.
I don't understand why. I mean, like they take bad angle shots,
yes, that's what it
like
was.
as if you
I,
look
But
like
she
that.
doesn't have a problem throwing my bad angle shot up to me every day.
Well, stop.
I've never
It,
posted that picture though.
no,
Never.
but you sure threaten to every time you
Yeah.
talk about me. Have I
Yeah.
ever threatened to show yours?
If you're
Okay.
camming up, it shouldn't
I
matter
think,
what bad
but
angle you're at. That's just so.
BTS, a
That's
lot of
so
people
low.
have that, and I've seen it, and I know it came off my panel, but I'm not the one that's throwing it around everywhere. But if
And I'm not either, and I've never threatened to show it.
okay, and I haven't either. But here's the thing, you guys just kind of agreed that you would stop talking about each other, and then now it's kind of like turned around where yeah, you're going to talk about each other. Like
I
I
haven't
don't see
said
this.
that. I didn't say I was
Okay.
going to talk
Okay.
about her.
Well, all she asked you for is just not to,
Not to call her
you
Chindy
know,
in a chat.
yeah, to call her
Right?
Chindy or
Chin.
name call her, and she
Okay.
will do the same. I mean, that's not a hard
Sure.
thing
I
to
can
do.
do that. That's not hard for me at all because it's not a habit for me to call people names unless somebody's just being really, really dumb and thinking that I'm hacking bank accounts, and I'm gonna call you dumb. I'm sorry, but that's just dumb.
That's paying you a
Breaking the
compliment. You got to
silence.
be smart to
Let's
do that
not.
shit.
I know,
Jen,
right? Like I cannot be an inbred and hack bank accounts. Y'all got to pick a struggle somewhere.
but see, you're throwing our friend up
But
to us. Don't
you're
do that.
calling our
Don't do
friend names
because
No,
too.
I'm giving you an
Jen is
example of
not. Jen is
why
not
I would
here
call
to
someone a
defend
name.
herself. Jen is not here to defend
I
herself.
didn't say her name.
We know
I'm
who you're
giving you
talking about,
example.
but we know who
Well,
you're
Yeah,
everybody
you
talking
knows who
about.
you're
do. You
talking about.
do. And I'm giving you an example of when I will call someone stupid. when they're being stupid. That's just, it's crazy. It's insane.
So if you do something stupid, we can say, "Oh, that was stupid."
Yes. Yes.
All right.
You
All
most
right.
certainly can. And you have so many times.
Me so
You
many
have,
times. I
Carla,
barely talk about
don't
you.
act like that you don't have so many
Carla,
live streams
Carla,
where the
we're just,
panel was
Hey,
talking
Carla,
every
about
we're
single
me.
one
just
is up.
mean. We're just mean. We lie. We're bullies. I mean, shoot, I don't even know anymore.
Well, I mean, you
All
did
my
start
live
it.
streams are up. All my live streams are up. You can go
Yeah.
go
I
go
know. I've
through and
watched
have
all
at
of
it.
them.
Well, I got to get
And I
off of
didn't
here.
react to a bunch.
Okay,
Okay,
bye
Sax
guys.
girl.
Girl.
Have a good
Thanks for
night.
having me up. Good night, y'all.
Good
Yeah.
night.
And I want you to remember this, or just take this. I have not deleted anybody. The only comments I've deleted in this chat, BTS, are the comments that were calling Tiffany names. So
Okay.
I've allowed every
But
single one of
that's,
your people
that
in
doesn't
here,
have
and
anything
you
to
can.
do with me.
I'm just saying.
I don't
I
even know who's in the chat. I have not looked at
See,
it one time.
why would they come in here and call Tiffany names? That I don't get it.
You just have to ask them that.
Well, I mean, I've not been looking at the chat because I
and
figured
how did it even get
I
there?
figured it was pretty brutal. So I've
Yeah,
honestly,
that's why I didn't look at it either.
I mean, at first I paid attention to, a few comments, but then I quit looking at it. So, which
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I don't know.
I haven't
Hell,
looked at it either.
I ain't figured out how to keep my eyes on the chat. Like if I do go live, I'm so bad about it. But I mean, I
You're
don't know
welcome,
why
Stoner Gal.
they come in here and they want to call Tiffany bad names. I mean, we wasn't, I brought up to BTS, that how I don't like her calling Tiffany Sniffany, but I mean, why come in here just because I said that? I mean, is that why they come in here and called her bad?
Probably because you brought her up.
Can we just agree that we've all of
Tiffany
us,
has, the thing that you have to understand is she has said stuff about me too, just as equally. So, and that's between me and her. That's our
right, that's
issue.
not got
Okay,
anything to do with
if it's
you
between
and
you and Tiffany, that's how you need to be also breaking the silence instead of inserting yourself in something, right?
Right. That's why I don't ever respond to you unless it's about me.
Okay. Okay. But I mean, you join in and you go
Okay, so
after
listen,
you go
I think
after
we're
people
just going
too.
down the same path again. I gotta go, but let me finish. Can we finish this little resolution real quick? So I agree to not say Chindy in a chat anywhere. If you will agree to always bring proof to the table next time whenever you say something about me.
Well, honestly, I don't take screen. I mean, yeah, when I had my other phone, I would take screenshots here and there, but since I've got my iPhone, I don't know. I'm too lazy to take a damn screenshot. But I
Well,
know
if you
I've
can
seen
start just,
things,
if you see
and
something that you want to call out, will you just screenshot that at least? Like, will you have some
okay,
proof of?
but that's really tit for tat, though, right? BTS. I
Well,
mean,
I'm saying no. I'm saying if you ever feel the need to call me out for
and
something,
can she
because
talk
you
to
said
you
you
about
would.
it? Can she talk to you if she sees something? Can she go on your
Yeah,
or
yeah. I don't
your
have a
chat?
problem at
I
all as
would,
long as you have
I would,
proof.
Carla, I would not go on her panel.
Well, we can.
I'm just saying,
I'll
like,
come right back
Because
here and talk to you again about it. No big deal. Whatever. It's not
I'm
really the
just
point.
saying,
The
like,
point is,
if
I
she,
just don't want to be accused of stuff without proof. Like, if you see something that you think that, oh, I'm going to call BTS out on this, will you at least get the proof and keep it long enough to do that so I'll know?
yeah. I mean, I
Like, will you
guess.
agree to that?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't think that's asking too much. Do you, Carla?
I will absolutely.
No, I said, do you think that's asking too
Uh,
much?
But
yeah, no,
I
I
don't
don't think
police.
I don't think it's asking too much as long as you both
Okay.
agree.
I don't police
Um,
all lives and chats, though. I mean, I'm not. I could tell you right now, there's it's a handful. It's 5 people that I'm subscribed to now, and
Okay, well, that's fine. That's nothing. I don't need to know any of that. I
I'm just
just
saying
want
I
to make
don't.
sure that if
I'm
you see something that you want to call me out for, you bring the proof.
yeah,
Like you
but
did with that community post. You
I'm
put
just
that
saying I don't
screenshot.
police all chats. I'm not
Okay.
waiting
Well,
for
we don't have
somebody
to
to
like
set up
debate who's
meetings.
holier than thou or anything. That's not what I'm not asking that.
I think we can
I'm
agree
asking
nobody's perfect on here.
if you can just prove any accusations going forward from this moment. That's all.
Yep.
Okay. So I can get down off this panel now, knowing that in good faith I won't be talked about anymore, right? Unless you see me say Chindy in a chat. And please make sure it ain't a clone, because I'm sure so many people are listening right now and they're going to probably clone me, go around saying Chindy. I'm sure you have some way or somebody in your group that has that thing where they can check the channel and make sure it's me. Do that first.
Carla, do you have that thing? Because
No, I don't. Seriously, I don't.
Great. Maybe Brian or somebody
I don't
does.
think the other ladies have it either.
Mm.
Well, somebody can check it. I'm sure somebody can check it and show the proof somewhere in
Well, I
this
let you
community.
up tonight and not knowing for sure if it was really you. So
Yeah, and I couldn't. I was going back down to type in your chat real
I
quick,
was
and then
sure. I thought I had unblocked everybody because I did do that at one point. I didn't think you were blocked, so I don't know why you couldn't type in there. Maybe.
yeah, because I came in here and typed, and then I
Yeah.
was
Well,
blocked. So
I'm gonna have to check that again because I
well, that's
really
okay. I
unblocked
mean, you can
everybody.
leave it that way because I don't ever come in here anyways. It's not a big deal. So I guess we're done.
I guess so. If you guys are done, it was really between you and Cindy. So if you're done,
Hmm
I
I
hope so.
appreciate you letting me come up here, Carla. Appreciate you
No
letting me on the
problem.
panel.
No problem. I got a
Are we
little
good now?
crazy there for
Heidi,
a
is
minute,
there,
but
like, if you have any more, like,
Oh,
animosity, you need
Cindy,
to get it out
please.
now.
You can call me
Huh?
Cindy.
I did say Cindy.
No, you said Heidi.
Oh, did I say Heidi? I'm so used to calling you that. I can't, it's hard for
I'm
me
the
to,
same way. I can't call her Cindy.
oh,
I
I will
keep calling
try.
her
I will
Heidi.
try.
I know it's confusing.
Okay. All right. All right.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. Have a good night.
Well, did that go good, Carla?
Are you? Well, I didn't expect that to happen. But the only thing I was deleting in the chat was the name calling of Tiffany. I did not
Yeah.
want that.
Yeah, I
And
didn't.
I didn't
Like I
want
said,
her
I've
talking
not
about
been looking at the chat. I did
our
look at
friend
it
on
like
panel.
in the first probably like 20, 30 minutes maybe, but not since then because I figured it was pretty brutal. So
Here's Rolling Homestead. Hey, guy. How are
How's it
you?
going?
hey,
Oh, it got a little tense there for a little bit. I kind
yeah,
of like the way it ended, though.
Good job.
Well,
Carla,
I didn't
maybe
do
maybe
much.
you could be the next resolution night channel.
Jeez, I don't think my nerves could take it.
Oh
Yeah, I don't do
gosh,
that.
I don't think my nerves could take it, honestly.
there's a lot of rift in this community right now. A lot.
I just figure I'd come up here and bully you for a little bit and then I'll leave.
Oh, I love when you come up.
So how you been?
I've been good.
I'll be right back.
I
I gotta
went
go in
off.
the house and get a pack of cigarettes. I'll be right back.
Okay. I kind of went missing for a couple weeks because I was just so kind of stressful. So, and I think you have to do that every once in a while. So,
I haven't been on my channel in probably 6 months.
oh, me?
No, me.
Oh, really? But what do you do? Just make your rounds? You
Pretty
always
much.
seem to come here with there's some kind of craziness going on. Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm redoing the studio, so I'm actually going to be taking the studio down, and because I'm putting hardwood floors in and doing some painting and hanging the lights up, and so I figured I'm going to turn my stuff on before I shut it down, and we showed up on the side of the board, so
Oh,
like,
I'm glad you did.
I'll
I'm glad
stop
you
in
did
by.
show up. Too bad it was a little crazy, but hi, Mel Mel. I think it's calmed down now. So
Yeah.
Come here, you little girl.
I was
You
trying to give everybody a chance. So
gotta go potty.
even people I didn't agree with. So
You know, yeah, it's a dog eat dog world on this pan or on this YouTube.
it's well, I was trying to say that I don't think because there's sides on here, and I don't think anybody's better than anyone else. I think everybody does things that they're not proud of on here.
Bella, go
So we
potty.
have to admit what we do and then own it and then move on from it.
I'll tell you
Me
what, though,
too,
it's a lot.
Helen.
You know, and I was reading some people in your chat about camming up, and sometimes it's better to cam up because then some of the stuff doesn't get so bad. Because then you're looking eye to eye.
Yeah, I usually can up, but I'm in bed, so there's that.
I'm sitting outside.
Are you outside? I can't tell.
But how it goes
Really?
in this community, though, is
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
the problem here. If you
if
do
somebody
cam up,
does cam up, the ones who don't cam up, oh my gosh, they go after everything, how that person looks. But but they don't cam up. You know, they're not on their live stream showing themselves. So that's usually how it goes around here.
Yeah, I don't care what people say about me.
yeah, I'm
Well,
kind of
no offense, but you're a man. Women are more sensitive than men are.
The last time somebody told me when I was cammed up, they asked me where all my gray hair came from. I said it was because you asking me them questions.
oh. Hi Mel Mel.
Hey, how you
How is
doing?
it?
Hey,
Good.
Mama.
How is
Hey.
it down? How is it down under?
Well, it's overcast here today, but that's quite nice because it has been very humid and muggy. So,
What time is it there?
2:42 p.m.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh. I
Yeah,
played a show. How are you?
good. How are you?
You got to go potty.
It was a little tense in there for a bit. I don't know if you were watching.
No, I came in. I came in and I was like,
Girl.
"Is this
I
the
know.
Oprah channel?"
And well, I think it went well. I just think it went well, and we got everything. The only things I was, hey, Candace, deleting were name calling, and they were calling people names. So that's the only thing I deleted. I kind of kept my mouth shut most of the time, or tried to.
Well, it's your channel. If you want to say something,
Well,
you can say something.
Well,
Sometimes it's hard.
It is. It is. And I'm not really good with confrontation. I really am not.
I
I'm
don't
not
like
one of these people.
confrontation.
I hate it. I actually hate it.
I let a lot go because I just can't be bothered. And I think a lot of the times on here as well, there's no point in going tit for tat because it just goes on forever. And,
Well,
yeah.
we're not changing anybody's mind. You know what I mean? If they hate you, they're going to hate you no matter what you try to say. Even
Once
if you
people
try
make
to
their
say
minds up, their minds, yeah.
they've got their minds made up. So
Yeah. That's exactly right.
yeah. So
But
what's
I find, sorry.
Go ahead.
I find on here a lot of stuff is taken out of context, especially when when you're in a side chat. You can type things and people might not understand your sense of humor, or they, like me, don't know where to put those little marks and
quotation marks,
punctuation.
Oh my God. Well, I said something in a chat and it got screenshotted and then it was put on a community post and it was something really small, but it ended up, and I liked that girl. And I said, I always liked you. And I didn't mean, I just was disappointed in something that I had heard her say and it just got blown out of proportion. And I'm like, God, I don't want to fight with her.
I
So,
wasn't chatting in chats for a long time. I just started chatting in chats probably. I don't. Well, the only people. Well, I can't say that. I would chat in your chat, Carla, and
mhm.
Tiffany's, and if Nenny would go live, But that's it. But I watch Shoot the Shit, of course, and sometimes I chat in there, sometimes I don't. Chasing Truth, I love her. Oh my
Oh, I do
gosh,
too. She's she's
yeah, she's
she's
yeah,
she's
she's great.
cool.
There's a lot of new people. I hardly like Carla.
Oh
You're one of
my
the only people I
God.
watch now.
I don't even know these people, a lot of these people. They're from the OG drama community people. Don't even know the names. I'm like,
Mm.
who are these people? I don't know
Just
them.
quick, K Smalls, that was an emoji stuff up. I meant to put the kissy face, but I accidentally put the face.
So what are you doing up so late?
No, it's
Rolling?
PM. It's in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's PM. Rolling, it's
Oh, sorry,
AM.
rolling.
Oh, like I said, I was pulling the studio apart and figured, what the heck, I'll turn everything on. And
In the middle of the night?
I worked till 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, okay. So this is like your lunch hour.
Yeah,
Well, I
he
wouldn't say my
probably
lunch
has to. He
hour.
probably has to have time to wind down before he gets tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
then
your
I think,
husband has weird hours too, right?
so then I decided I was going to start pulling stuff apart. And I'm like, well, I really don't want to get into it tonight. And then I turned the computer on, and then lo and behold, you're on. And I'm like, I started to listen to that as I'm pulling stuff apart and playing with stuff. And then I'm like,
Oh, lovely. You
Sidetracked.
came in for the shit show.
I said, I'm going to go and troll Carla's channel
Entertainment.
for a while.
I was tense there for a bit.
Because, see, I can come on this side, no one knows me. So,
Yeah, everybody's nice to you on both sides. It gets crazy on here sometimes.
Yeah,
It does.
it does.
It's
K
sad,
Smalls,
but
it's a beautiful 27 degrees here in Western Australia. Just
that's
to let you know.
27 Celsius.
Yeah.
So what's that in Fahrenheit? I'll have to Google that. 27 Celsius.
I went from
And
I went from 50 degrees Fahrenheit today down to 0 tonight.
oh my God, it was so nice out today.
It was
It was
almost
like summertime.
almost t-shirt and shorts weather.
It
We're-
was flip-flop weather. That's what I was thinking.
We're gonna have 70-degree weather here all week, except for one day, and I think it's gonna be like 59 or something.
That's 80 degrees. It's 80 degrees in Australia.
Nope, not gonna happen. There, I'd be sweating in places I wouldn't want to even think about.
Oh, this
You
is
don't-
actually cool. I'm stoked because it's actually a cool day today. And you sweat in places you never even knew had, little sweat receptacles. So, yeah.
89.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, she said 80. Yeah, that I got 80 too. That's hot.
I mean,
We
even
are
in
hot.
winter, it's not cold here. I still sleep with a fan on in winter.
Oh yes, we sleep with fan on in winter.
I gotta
sleep
have
with
air
the fan
blowing in
on
my
every
face.
night.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
how I am
sleep
too.
if I'm not a little chilly at night.
Mm.
I don't like being hot.
No
So I
feet
got-
outside the bed though, Carla, because monsters bite them.
I got a nice
Oh, yeah.
fire going.
See, that's my weather. Can I move there?
You don't want to move here. I'll guarantee you that.
They get lots of snow.
If you see that picture behind me, that's my 4-foot pool on the background there. That little blue ring that's sticking out.
Oh my goodness. It's just like a desert of snow.
That is not.
What?
Does that thing freeze solid?
Yeah.
That's a backdrop, isn't it?
Well, it is, but it's my picture of my backyard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're in Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice backyard. No, we
It's
were
very
in
pretty.
it was flip-flop weather today. Really was. It was
hear a
nice out
bird.
today.
That's what it looks like in the summertime.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's
See, I totally
beautiful.
could live there. Get me some baby goats because I thought this community is annoying the crap out of me now. I've moved myself to the goat community. I've been watching goat births 24/7. I've been getting really into it, and
I want some fainting goats, but my husband's like, nope.
they are
But-
freaking
but
hilarious.
I've heard they'll get on your vehicles, you know.
That's
They-
your
they-
backyard too? You have animals, don't you?
Is that your little creek? You got like a little creek going through?
This is my property. Yeah, where I go camping in the winter.
Have you got crawfish in there?
Yep.
Oh! Sorry. That's lovely. I'm so excited. I'm
Crawfish.
moving.
Crawfish fries are good.
He makes stuff like, what is it? Dandelion
Oh, dandelion jelly.
I've heard of
dandelion
that.
jelly and stuff like that.
I've heard that's good.
Tastes just like honey.
Oh wow.
I look like a big old Pooh Bear when we make that because I'll sit at the kitchen table with a spoon in a jar and I just.
Is it like really sweet though?
Tastes just like honey.
Oh, okay.
Depends on how much sugar you add to it.
Uh-huh.
Mud bugs. See, we
How would you-
we call them kunaks. They're the same similar sort of little thing. I mean, there's so many different types of crayfish and yabbies, kunaks.
Hey,
But they're
Plumie.
basically
Mel, are the kangaroos mean there? I heard
Yes.
they are.
They have
They'll
so
rip you
many
in.
creatures in Australia that can kill you. It's not even funny.
People might not think I'm tough, but I'm Australian and I'm still alive. So
I think I'd take on a bear before I take on a kangaroo.
I have a lady on my Facebook, and I met her in one of our crime groups, and she actually last year some kangaroos came in her yard, and she always takes pictures of them when they come in her yard. So
I heard a
they're
noise just
beautiful. They're beautiful to see, though, and just
Mel, you did
watch.
too, didn't you? Didn't you take some?
they're along
boxing?
my fence line every night. They're in my front yard eating, but I heard a noise last year and I was like, is someone trying to break into my house? I opened the blinds and there's a kangaroo right at my window eating the rose bush in front of it. I was like,
Eating what?
God.
eating the roses.
Oh my gosh!
I was like,
But
you right or
guys
what?
have the nastiest animals because I Googled one time the scariest. Where's the scariest place to live as far as animals, deadliest animals? And Australia was like number
Is
one.
that what they eat? Is like plants, grass, or flowers?
Mostly
they're
grasses.
vegetarian.
Yeah.
Go check.
Well, at
Go
least
look
they're
at
not-
Carla. Go look at a badger. You want to see the meanest thing around?
Oh, are
Mm.
they that mean? I've heard they're really mean.
Yeah.
Okay, Smalls, I've got kangaroo fight videos on my channel in the animal playlist.
Oh wow! I have to.
When I
check.
was growing up on the farm, they had we had a badger den on the side of the hill when we were baling hay, and a dang thing came running out and grabbed bit of tractor tire. And as it's going around like this, it wouldn't let go until I got away from the den.
They can be nasty, those things.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that video that you filmed with the two kangaroos boxing each other.
Yeah, they were just play fighting. They were brothers. Well,
How
I
can
call
you
them
tell?
brothers. They were born in the same group.
Mel, do y'all have deer there?
No. Our kangaroos are sort of like your deer, like
Oh.
with how many there are and, hitting them with the car and, yeah.
Oh wow!
People eat them, don't they?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you ever have a burger at McDonald's?
Kangaroos.
You ever
Yeah,
burger at
people.
McDonald's?
No, they don't have raw burgers at McDonald's. It's very rich. It's a very rich flavor, and even I've even had it mixed with ground beef, and it's still too rich for me. I didn't like it.
Is it like a gamey taste or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Wouldn't it depend on what they eat, how it tastes?
I think they
'Cause
all
that's
eat the
what my
same crap.
husband
I
says
don't know.
about bear meat. It
You eat
depends on
bear?
what they eat.
I've had bear meat.
There's people that eat bear here.
Yeah, I've had it.
And what do you think?
It's good. I think
I've had
I think it's good.
rattlesnake, I've had gator, I've had bear, I've had shark, I've had moose.
Rattlesnake.
Yeah, I've had
Crazy.
alligator.
I'd be scared of getting poisoned by rattlesnakes.
I've had
You know-
bear. I've had squirrel. I've had rabbits.
Yeah.
Deer.
Squirrel you've eaten too?
Yeah.
Ugh. No,
I'll try anything once.
they're too cute. They're so cute. They come
And
up on my
rabbit,
deck.
if rabbit's cooked right, I mean, it does taste like chicken. I mean,
And wild
Rabbit's actually
turkey.
quite nice. I've had a rabbit stew. Once before. It was the first meal they gave me after I had Blake in hospital. I was like, what the hell? You served me rabbit stew in hospital. Anyway, I ate it.
In the
and it was
hospital.
all right.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, wild turkey, we have them in our backyard. They say it's all dark meat, wild turkey. I don't know.
If you ever want to cook it, Carla, you take a oven bag.
And cook it in an oven bag.
Yeah, marinate, brine it, cook it in an oven bag.
Is it good? Is it
Ooh,
all
it's
dark
really good.
meat?
Yeah.
It is.
Well, no, it's not all
Crazy.
dark meat. It's, I mean, the
I
breasts are
like
so
dark
white.
meat. I thought it would be perfect for me.
Yeah, we take them every year. I'll do 2 or 3 in a smokehouse, and just phenomenal.
Bye, Katie.
I love deer jerky if it's cooked right.
Deer
Any
jerky.
kind of jerky is good if it's cooked right.
Yeah.
I make my own biltong, which is a dried beef strips. It's a South African style of
I
lot of jerky.
watched your video on that. You did. It was a couple of months ago. You were
That
making
it was quite a few months. I got hammered for that.
Oh wow! Yeah, I watched that video.
Why?
You don't have gloves on. Ew, your nails underneath the yucky.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, oh my God, get a life.
It's your home and your family. My goodness.
No one's ever gotten sick. I'm a prolific hand washer. I'm obsessive compulsive with it.
Yeah.
But it is so good. And like, especially for my youngest who has autism and he, has very limited dietary sort of thing. He loves that stuff. And it's the best way to get protein into him.
What was it made out of?
I just use topside beef.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine who's a cut relief, or what do you call them, fancy chefs. He showed me a while back, a long time ago, that after you cook something and you pull it off, it actually continuously cooks for like 10 to 15 minutes. And if you go into the certain areas, a lot of their meat, like their prime rib and stuff like that, what I would consider raw, they consider done. So it really, after I learned that, like I take most of my chicken and stuff like that, I'll pull that off at 165, and there's an internal temp. It's supposed to be 165, and I'll pull it off at 150, and I'll continuously cook it as long as I wrap it up. So there's a lot of times where we overcooked the FFA, I guess, or FDA, whatever it was, has made us kill everything so bad that you're cooking the nutrients out, you're cooking the flavor out because you're just cooking the crap out of it.
Yep, that's so true. Especially with the microwave as well. Microwave food keeps cooking for way after you finish, you've taken it out.
Like when I learned for canning pickles, I never ever put them in a water bath anymore. Same thing with my tomato sauces, my tomato paste, all that stuff. I never water bath it anymore.
Yeah.
Listen to this dude. Can we clone him and send him all over the place? I think everyone could use one of him.
I try. He always shows up here to save the day. He's like Superman. Like he's my Superman.
Right. I'm going to take off. I just wanted to pop on and say hi?
I don't.
Good to meet
Why?
you.
Why are you leaving? Yes,
I've got to
Mel
do
Mel. This
kids.
is Mark. Mark, this is Mel Mel.
I'm
She's
the
funny.
village
Oh, you
idiot.
got to check out her channel. She's hilarious. She does these
Okay.
parodies.
Yeah, when
She's
she
so
does her
funny.
parodies, they're great.
Yeah,
Great content.
Yeah, I teach.
hair is
I teach
fantastic.
self reliance and self taught and thriving off of what you grow and what you eat and what you plant. So instead of just surviving, you thrive.
Good night,
Mm,
Hey Smiles.
that's cool. Can you chuck his link in to the side? Any
Can you
moderators, please?
can you put your link in? I think he's a moderator on here.
Yeah.
He can
I
put his
thought at
own
first when I
link in
first came in, I was one of your only mods. I was laughing.
here.
I pop in about every 6 months, and I'm still a
Hi,
mod.
Kim.
Well,
You
because
must really trust me, Carla.
I do trust you. There you go. Or I forgot that you were a mod. I don't check it often.
Yeah,
Oh gosh, I hope he's not been following anything in this community. He'll think everybody's crazy.
He already does. He knows how crazy it is. He came in tonight and it was crazy as all hell. Oh,
If I want some good entertainment, see, it reminds me of, you ever watch that Jerry Springer show?
bring on Steve.
I think sometimes I've come in there and I've calmed Carla's whole thing down.
Yeah.
What's going on in the community is the YouTube Jerry
he
Springer
always
style.
comes in when there's something crazy going on. I can have a nice quiet stream where there's only 10 people in here. He never comes in then. He comes in when there's like 100 people and everybody's fighting.
Well, maybe he's lurking the other times and he likes the drama. Some people do like a bit of drama.
I don't think so.
I'm not a drama kind of guy.
I have been. There's sometimes I have been following the Rich Life of Road Trips and the Lisa Lindland saga.
Oh God.
Oh my gosh. It's like, what? Oh my gosh.
Believe it or not, there are crazier communities than what we have here. So,
Mel, would you please go live for the Shoot the
the
Shit
shit.
Porch Idol singing sexy back? You could win dollars.
Yeah, you should. You've got a nice voice. You do. You should. Yeah, you should. God, if I ever did. You have a nice voice.
Thank you,
Dude,
Carla.
the shit is funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they are.
There's times that I laugh so hard my belly hurts.
Yeah.
Do I make a
Kind of thing
video?
that-
Do I make a
I think-
video and send
I
it, or
think
do you have to be live?
You make a video and send it in because they're having a contest.
Yeah.
And I guess you could win a lot of money. So,
What is it called?
I'd
Porch
go
Idol
for
or
it.
something like that. Yeah. You should, Mel. You could
Oh,
win
go on.
some money.
Oh, it has to be live. Oh.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, yeah, because I guess they want to make sure that you're the one singing. But then if you filmed it, wouldn't that prove that you're the one singing? Or
Yeah.
do you have to be there to win? I don't know.
I don't know. Because of the time zones, I don't catch them.
Well, they
Right.
usually go on at 9:00 at night, and I don't know what time that is your time. That's probably like fairly early, right? 9
I don't
o'clock,
know.
9
I got
p.m.
no idea.
our time.
What time is it there now?
It's
2:05 in the morning.
2:05 in the morning.
What are you doing up?
I don't know. I was just coming up for a few minutes, and we were just going to talk a little bit, and it just kind of went sideways. Kind of got away from us.
It's 5 in the morning there.
No, it's 2 in the afternoon where Mel is. It's 2 in the morning here. It's almost. Oh, what time is it there? 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And it's 2 o'clock in the morning here.
Memo, have you ever visited the States?
Yes, I have. I've been to Los Angeles. I stayed at Florida Disney for a week.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Where else did I go?
Did you meet anybody from YouTube?
Oh, no, I was only 14 when I went there because I was like helping a family whose mum had MS. So I was taking care of the kids. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, we went to Honolulu.
Ooh.
Hawaii. But we went to the bad part.
There's a
so we left early.
I would love to go to Hawaii.
Yeah. But it was good. The Disney hotel was probably the best because we just went to Disney World every day and the Epcot Center and all that sort of stuff.
I don't think I could go there and keep a straight face.
Hey.
Really? Why?
Because I grew up with Disney, so like Goofy and all the other stuff now. I mean, I remember Yosemite Sam walking around with guns and Bugs Bunny with cigars in his mouth. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
No, everything's you get politically correct. You have to be politically correct.
I can't go to a mall. I'm restricted from a mall, so.
Why is that?
Okay. So I'm an external guy, so I'm sorry if I offend anybody. But I went to the mall and there's this young man walking down the aisle and his pants on his crotch was dragging on the floor and he had spiked hair and okay, I'm fine with that. Well, he turned around to look and he had a nose ring that was the size of a bull. Well, I was raised on a farm and he had a chain from there to the ear. And I just wanted to go and hook a lead rope to it like you would in the barn to take the cow out. And my wife didn't think that was too funny. So she says, I can't take you anywhere. I don't understand. All I wanted to do was go and get a hat. That was it.
I know those guys that wear their pants down. I always want to go up to them and then pull the pants up so their ass isn't hanging up. Like their underwear is sticking up.
Yep.
And then their pants are down to their friggin' underneath their butt.
The pants start under their actual butt cheeks.
I know. It bothers me.
How do they walk without them falling down? Or is that why they do the walk? Like they've got a carrot up their bum?
They do the shimmy.
You know, I think about when my son was young and I used to have to pull his pants up because his pants would fall down because he had no hips.
And then they ever hear about, and the funny thing is these guys actually wear a belt. I'm like, how is this possible? You got a belt on? You know, I'm like, maybe they should try and invest some suspenders or something. I don't know.
Exactly.
Maybe they have belly button rings that they hook the belt through or something so the pants do stay up.
I know. Well, some of them do. They have these big holes in their ears too, like the size of quarters. You ever seen that? I'm that kind of person because I'll literally go up and go, "What the hell are you thinking?" I know. What?
Some people are really into body modifications. I had a friend who was very big into it. And it's just like their thing. They just enjoy it. And yeah, it's like people getting tattoos and stuff.
Some of us don't like seeing the ass crack of somebody walking down the aisle.
Hey, Robbie.
Yeah, no, I don't like saying ass crack.
That's what I mean. It's like,
well, yeah, nah. Unless it's an accidental tradie slip, you know, you got a hot plumber or something.
I don't think that's a conundrum right there. Hot plumber crack is not hot, so I don't understand that.
Maybe not to you.
Very true.
Well, I'd rather see a plumber's crack than a guy with pants that hang down to their underneath their butt. I don't know why, but
I don't know how they walk. I mean, because I've seen them and they're like.
When did that become a fashion statement?
See what I started? You guys go from fighting, now you're talking about plumber's crack.
When did that become a fashion statement? Yeah.
You've seen Brian's crack, so you've seen it all now.
Oh,
Oh my
God.
gosh.
He
Oh
was
my
so
gosh,
mad
I
at me.
totally forgot about that.
That was it was so funny. He was so mad
I
at
can
me.
still remember that.
He's so mad at me. I kicked him off my panel, and I didn't know how to kick him out of my studio.
Carla was like, he's mooning me.
He
I
was
see his
he was
butt.
mooning me, and then he was telling me to kiss his ass, and he literally was bent over with his butt hanging out. And I'm like, I don't know how to get rid of him. I was panicking. Oh my God.
He was saying on his own stream, he's going, well, she didn't see balls or anything, so it's fine.
No,
You know, it was
yeah, no, I didn't. I saw his butt though.
Didn't
I
he do
got
that
it
to somebody
good.
else too in the community? Wasn't it somebody else he did that to also?
Oh, come on up. Come on up, Kay.
All right,
Kay's
Carl, I got a boogie. I
story.
gotta get to bed. I just want to stop
Okay.
in and say hi.
nice to meet you.
Right.
See you
Good
guys
night,
later.
Rolling. Come
Night.
back when
Be
we're
nice
not
now.
fighting.
I'll try.
All right, guys, take care.
Okay,
You
you
too.
take care. Thanks for coming in.
I like how he says, be nice to me. Be nice,
Kate
Mel.
Smalls has a story to tell. She said she has a story balls to the floor, literally.
Oh my.
No, I have to hear this.
I couldn't imagine seeing balls to the floor, literally.
I can't either.
My daughter was in hospital one time and I went in and, you know, like in emergency, they're supposed to close the curtains. Well, they didn't close them properly. Oh my God. I walked past this poor dude who had choked on a grape, mind you. And they'd obviously stripped him naked. And I walked past and all I saw was massive balls everywhere. I was like, you know, when you're trying not to look, but you're like,
it's me.
Right. Hey, beautiful girl.
Hey.
Okay, what's your story?
Okay. So I worked for this cell phone company and we were remodeling. They were putting in new shelves. And this guy, oh my gosh, if I could just explain to you what he looked like first. So he was this really short, kind of pudgy dude. Okay. Curly hair on the top, older man in his 50s, maybe 60. Okay. Glasses, real nerdy looking. And
oh gosh.
He was squatting and working on the cabinets and literally his pants ripped and he had no underwear. No underwear on. And here I'm waiting on a customer and I'm like and I'm not joking. I'm not joking when I say this. They were literally touching the floor. And they were very large.
Oh my God.
So
and
my
you couldn't help it.
oh God, I about fell out of my chair. And the customers, like, they saw the look on my face, and of course they're going to look behind them to see what my face was like. You couldn't help it.
Oh God.
So the assistant manager literally had to tap him on the shoulder because he had his back to everybody. So he had no idea. I'm like, you can't feel that? Huh? Like, surely to goodness he felt that draft. Really? Or at least it touching the floor. Like, have you lost all feeling there? Like, what's going on here? Right? And she's like, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. He's looked up at her. He's like, huh? She goes, your balls are touching the floor. Just like that. He was like, oh, well. And he goes in the back, like where the employees go, right? And he had his own van. All right? He had an extra pair of pants in his van. So, like, what? Does this happen often? Okay. So he goes and he changes pants. He walks up to me and says, that'll be $1. You're welcome. I'm like, oh my word. No.
Oh God.
Yeah.
God,
I mean, I
fun.
wish I would have been filming, you know, but there I am working with customers in front of me, right? And it's just like, oh my God.
Oh, that's
Built-in air
hilarious.
conditioning.
Do what? Built-in air conditioning.
Yeah.
I was thinking to myself, how often does this happen for him to have spare pants in his van?
Seriously, that is
They just
so
busting to get
funny.
out of there.
Oh,
My husband is a high-end manager for a retail store, and 3 years ago, the guy was one. I mean, because he had done it at Target, and then he had went to my husband's store. But, anyways, the guy had went into the women's dressing room, and he took a full size, one of them, like full length mirrors. He took a fluffy like pillow. It was a pink pillow. It was one of them like fluffy ones. And he he got undressed in the dressing room. Well, the ladies was like, they were calling my husband on his walkie-talkie to get back there. Well, the guy was in the dressing room and he was humping. He was completely naked, humping,
Ew.
humping the pillow while watching himself.
oh my God.
Oh my God.
God, there are some
Seriously.
I
weirdos.
mean,
Warm apple pie.
they ended up calling the cops, but the cops got him. I mean, but they had drug him out from underneath.
How did they know he was doing that to the pillow?
The women seen him.
He had
Like,
the door open?
The door that, and he was in the hump. Yeah. The
I
woman.
was going to
back
say,
there
did they
working.
have cameras in there?
Right.
No, but she had said,
Imagine how many times he's done that and not got caught and put the fluffy pillow back.
well,
Oh, gross.
my husband
Mel.
describe it, and because my husband is like, but just to hear him describe it that time, I was dying laughing.
So he
Why would
went
you
into
take-
the woman's dressing room?
But
Yeah.
why would you take a pillow into the woman's dressing room?
It's one of
'Cause
those
he's a
squishy
weirdo type.
ones, right?
That's like red flags right there. Like, hello?
was
What are you
like
gonna
Surely
do?
to goodness he could have found something
It was
better than a
just-
pillow.
he was the police was already looking for him because he did the same thing at Target, but he got away. Well, he didn't get away at this, this one.
Well,
Yeah.
he
God,
could have also chosen a better color than pink. That stands out.
Seriously.
Yeah, choose like a
God,
brown or a
that's like
black pillow or
gross.
something. It won't be so obvious. Goodness,
Maybe
people
he's a
don't
fairy.
think.
Don't give
Gross.
any perverts any
Sorry.
ideas, okay?
Sorry, I'm just saying.
Gee.
Hey, look, each to their own. Whatever floats your boat, just do it at home. I don't want to
there's
know it
Yeah.
better.
there's a bunch of
seriously.
wild stuff I mean, not as bad now because they close at like 11 o'clock at night. It's not open all night anymore. But yeah, they're like when they were open all night, some wild shit would go on. It's like, what the hell?
They're not open all night?
No, they close at 11 now because of COVID.
We don't have any shops that are open all night.
We used to.
It's like we have
Yeah,
service
we
stations.
used to here
like
also,
Pepsi.
okay, but not since COVID.
Are you guys still in lockdown in Australia? No, so
Not in
you're
Western Australia.
can you go to the beaches and stuff there?
We can do whatever we want now.
What about the mask?
You have to wear masks?
No.
Wow.
Nowhere?
Huh.
How about the kids in school?
Mississippi-
No?
Mississippi lifted their mask mandate, and it was another state. Was it Oklahoma or something like that?
What about
You know
Alabama?
what my husband noticed today was there was a lot of traffic out, and a lot of people out and about. And it's like people are getting more, when it was really bad was last year. You could literally the parking lots were dead. You could go in and there was nobody there. But now today, there's a lot of people. You know,
People
what
are
I
getting
mean?
more relaxed, do you think? Or
I think it is. I think since the what do you call it? The vaccination, I think people are getting out more. Do you get vaccinations there or not?
they've just started rolling them out. I'm only speaking for Western Australia. Australia is huge. in Western Australia, we pretty much haven't had anywhere near the same as other places because we shut our borders really early on. So,
Right.
you know, only limited people coming in, only limited going out. And when people did come into the country, they had to stay at hotels for 2 weeks in quarantine before they were let loose with the public. And the most recent scare that we had, where we had to go into lockdown again for like a week, was because one of the security guards from the quarantine hotel got diagnosed with COVID. So, but the weirdest thing is none of his housemates got it. There was no other reported cases of it.
Blame it on
And
Tom Hanks. He brought it there.
he was in Brisbane, wasn't he? In Queensland.
Oh, I don't know.
So it was just so that case alone put us into lockdown for a week, and then the kids went back to school. They had to wear masks for a week, which Joshy was really not happy about. The funniest thing was he came home from school one day and he'd done sports. He took his mask off and he had he had sunburn, but like he had the
Yeah, because of the moisture.
no, because he had the mask on.
Oh,
He didn't
the
have
sun.
sunburn.
So I wonder what they would call that. Typically, that's a redneck tan on your arm.
Yeah.
A hillbilly tan. So what would they call that?
COVID
A
tan.
COVID tan?
COVID burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
COVID burn.
Yeah.
I guess our
So
government keep us locked down because my daughter got an email from my grandson's school the other day where they're already starting to do it's in the email. It was the parents' choice to do virtual learning for the upcoming school year in August, or do it like it is now, like they go to school Monday through Thursday, and Friday it's complete virtual learning. So it's I guess our governor is going to keep us locked down for another year because I don't know. That's all
you guys, that would be so hard. There's going to be this generation of kids who are so used to being, not with their peers, and everything's online. If they thought online bullying and stuff was bad before,
Right.
In a couple of years, it's just going to be huge. It's going to be a massive problem because so many of these kids who maybe not normally would be online have been exposed to being online. And, and there's going to be so much depression and things like that with teens. And it's like it's not just COVID, like it spreads to so many different things.
Well, here they've already started counseling high school proms, and it's sad because, if you're a senior or something, you're getting ready to graduate, you'd want to go to your last high school prom. But yeah, they've already started canceling proms around here because of COVID.
Yeah, and that's
seniors last year. I'm sure didn't have nothing.
Yeah. No. Or graduations. I mean,
it's your rite of passage, isn't it? You sort of go through your whole school sort of thinking about that end moment of having your prom and things like that. And
How about
it is sad.
Planned weddings, people that planned weddings, and
yeah.
Well, I mean, you can replan a wedding, but you can't really replan a prom, can you?
Well, my husband's brother, he got married last year and said, well, we got married, but we don't know when we're having the reception. Sometime this year.
Because, see, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Hey, are you going to get the vaccine?
It wasn't like a
big wedding.
Are you going to get the vaccine?
Hell no.
No.
Have you not looked at my channel? Goodness gracious. It's the devil.
Okay, so my stepson and his wife just got them because their doctor recommended they have them because they're obese.
Yeah, my doctor recommends me get it too because I'm immunosuppressed. But
yeah,
I
didn't know that was a factor because they're in their 30s. Why would that be a factor?
Because obesity obesity can cause
They
health
don't smoke.
problems. I mean,
People with immune problems
Mhm.
actually should wait before they
Right.
get it because it can
Exactly.
actually cause more problems.
Right. Mhm. Yep.
So
That's
it's
well,
not a
why.
good idea to get them.
I'm gonna get mine. Everybody I know, I mean, my parents have had their first round, and of course, my sisters had their because they work in the medical field, and I know other people has had it, and they've done fine. The only thing now, my oldest sister, when she said when she had her first round, the only thing it did to her, it made her arm sore, and she felt, a lot more fatigue. But she said by the next day, the soreness was gone, and she didn't feel, a lot of fatigue. Like,
I
and
heard
it's
the second round is what's causing all the issues.
Is
Mm.
it?
Bell palsy. People are literally dying from it. Just do your research, people. It's absolutely crazy. And there's one woman, this nurse, went onto Facebook and showed herself having Bell palsy, and Facebook took it down.
I saw that. Was
Hmm.
that the one that was just like really like kind of like really
Wow.
shaking?
She was
She
upset.
was
Yeah, she
really
said,
she looked
I'm a nurse, and I want you all to know what this second shot did to me."
oh, it
Bless
was
her heart.
horrible. She was like it looked like she was having convulsions, what it looked
Mhm.
like.
I got to take my husband's stepmother to have her step today at 6 o'clock this evening. See, here for like not the non-medical people, they're doing them like, well, my parents had theirs done at the senior center in their county. Here in my county, they're doing them at the convention center for the elderly people. So,
Oh my God.
What people don't understand is this whole virus has a patent on it. Okay. You can't patent something that's been naturally created. Therefore, it was created in a lab.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, for them to know and to predict, oh, yeah, Trump's going to have this pandemic, while he's in office. And it just so happened that there was a pandemic while he was in office, and they talked about it months before it even came about in Event 201. Like, literally, they have to tell us what they're going to do before they do it.
Christy says I got the first one. They said the second one makes you sick.
Yep.
They told me to plan on taking it easy for a few days afterwards. Oh, that's
Christy,
Take
scary.
more.
I'm not
There are
going to tell you
so
what to do, Christy, but I would recommend not doing it. Just saying. I love you as a friend, Christy. So you can text me.
so
Yeah,
many
no.
people
But if
who
you got the first one already, wouldn't it be bad not to get the second one? Do you know what I
I don't
mean?
know. I don't know how
If
that
you got the
works.
first one and then you don't get the second one, what will happen?
I
I
don't
would
think
say
it worked
nothing.
without the second one.
The second one's a booster for the first one. So
Oh, okay.
that's why people are having issues with the second one, because it boosts the first one. What'd you say, Mel Mel?
I forgot.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
So
sorry.
many people that I know in America and even a couple in the UK had a really, really very similar illness to COVID before it even was
I
spoken
did
about
too.
on the news.
I did too. Before it
Yeah.
was even, I was
Yep.
very short of breath. Just getting in the bed, I had to catch my breath. I couldn't even do
Mhm.
laundry.
Yeah.
It was crazy, and I got it September of 2019. Yeah.
Yeah.
September to December, I was sick all 3 months.
I think,
Yep.
Heidi, you had pneumonia, didn't you, last year?
Mhm.
Yeah.
There was a lot of cases. I felt like, I don't know if this is just in my mind, but it seemed to me that there was a lot of cases of pneumonia, people getting pneumonia last year.
I
Yeah.
felt like I
Last
had it,
March,
but my
they
chest
actually,
X-rays were clear.
You had
my
pneumonia.
pulmonologist thought I actually
I
had
think
COVID.
Hello Starlight had pneumonia. I think a lot of people had pneumonia last year. And it was just like funny that all these people got pneumonia all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But when I had my COVID test, because my pulmonologist thought it was, he thought it was COVID, but when, they did the COVID test and it was exactly 7 days before I got my results. And, it wasn't COVID. It was pneumonia.
And then
So
Ginger Locks goes to the hospital and she catches it in the hospital.
Yeah,
Mm.
right before her surgery.
Go figure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You go
I
into
think
the hospital.
what they need to do is there's two different tests they can do. They can do a rapid, which
Right.
tells you if you have COVID right now. But
Yeah.
there's also another test where they can tell you if you've had it in the past. I think everybody needs to see if they've had it in the past before, because therefore you wouldn't have to get the vaccine because your body's already built up antibodies to it. And that's what we do every year for the flu, right? We don't walk around wearing masks for the flu,
No.
Mm.
do we?
And
Yeah.
I've had like the cases of flu. I was looking it up. Like regular cases of the flu have just about been wiped out because
They're
everyone's
not
been wearing
reporting
masks
it.
and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
I had
unless
the
it's getting
flu,
reported
and
as
it sucked.
COVID.
I had flu B for the first time in my life, and that's why I've lost so much weight. And that was back in November.
Wow.
Hmm.
Do you get flu shots?
No.
See, I got a flu shot 2 years ago, and I was never so sick with the flu as I was after I got that shot.
Mm. And they say that
Oh.
you don't get it from that, but I've known so many people who have.
I don't believe that now.
Well, see, it's like me. I've had the pneumonia shot, but
I
it's
have
just
too.
like, I mean, and I still, I have gotten pneumonia several times after my pneumonia shot.
Right. I
think
got the pneumonia shot, and I think it made me worse.
The worst type of pneumonia I had was about 4.5 years ago, 5 years, was bacterial pneumonia in both lungs. Look, I didn't even know I was in this world. Next thing, when I started like realizing things, it was like my third or fourth day in the hospital. And when I was coming to and just recognized I was freaking out because I did not know I was in the hospital. That's how out of it I was.
Oh, wow.
And I was like asking the nurse, and my husband was like, what in the world? What's happened? But that's the worst kind of pneumonia I have ever had. And it took almost a year to completely get my strength back from that.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
I
once
was
you've
on
had
high
pneumonia, you're
doses.
very susceptible to getting it again and again.
Right.
Yeah. Very high doses of prednisone. I was on 60 milligrams a day for 6
Did you blow up?
months. And then I had started, the doctor started tapering me down.
I heard bad things about that prednisone.
It'll help as far as lung inflammation. That's the only thing that helped me with the flu.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that ever helped my babies when they had croup. One of my sons had it for till he was 9, croup, and it was the only thing that ever stopped it.
I always got what do you call it? Not prednisone, but is it the same thing? What am I thinking? I it's too late now. I can't think.
Nebulizer?
No.
She's thinking of a different steroid.
Steroid, yeah, steroid.
Yeah, prednisone is a type of steroid. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're probably thinking of a different brand or something.
But that did work for me. It did.
It is it is a wonder drug, like Kay said, as far as inflammation and things go. Look, I have a bad sciatica nerve, and I've even been on prednisone for that. Because prednisone, I guess it, different things it does treat different things.
Speaking of, I have to go Friday and have an epidural shot in a surgical setting. So just say a prayer for me, guys.
Oh,
in your back or what?
Yeah, on my SI joints and my hips.
I've had that done.
Yeah.
Well, if you've got pain there, you won't be feeling it for a little while.
Well, I've had them before, and I told him, I said, and I don't know if it's the same type of shot that I had that I'm getting ready to have, but I told him, I said, the first one lasted 28 days. The second shot I had lasted 15 days, and the third shot I had only lasted 8 days. So I hope this is better than what I had before. You know what I'm saying?
I had one with my last C-section, and I couldn't, they were all panicking because I couldn't feel my legs.
Well, this is not the same thing as the epidural you get when you're having a baby. This is just, they call it an epidural shot because of the type of chemical that's in it. You know, it has a numbing agent in it, and it has, I think it might have a Cohen steroid. I don't know. But I have to be careful with that because I'm also diabetic. So anytime I get steroids, my sugar goes through the roof.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah.
Do you have lupus? Why do I think that? Why is
No.
it in my head that you have lupus?
No, I'm type
I
1
might be
diabetic.
thinking- Okay, you've got done, but you've got several.
I've got several things. I've got fibromyalgia, osteoarthritis, and then I keep
Right.
bursitis in like my hips and my shoulders too, along with diabetic neuropathy.
Are we
Yeah, I
related?
knew you had several.
We could be.
That's
Right?
what I have. I mean, well, I'm Eda with, and I guess I'm going to take after my father on that. But I have spinal stenosis.
Oh, Christy, I'm sorry.
Fibromyalgia. I'm a diabetic. And I have neuropathy from the diabetes. So
Right. I was diabetic when I turned 11. So it was the juvenile type 1. So my pancreas will never work.
I am
I
so
think,
lucky. I'm old. I have
fibro-
never had anything. Even, I guess, you know, I just have never had anything. And I feel so bad for people like Ginger Lock's mom, like you, like Cindy, who've had to go through like painful things.
Well, I'm
just-
not, don't feel bad for me, you know,
And I
because
have
it's
a
made
low
me,
threshold.
it's
for
humbled
pain.
me, you know, it makes me have empathy for other people, you know, so don't
Right.
feel bad for me. And I try to not ever complain. That ain't going to solve nothing. It's just some days suck worse than others, real bad.
Oh, yes.
I have a
And
low
like when Ginger
threshold.
Lock says, you know, it's invisible diseases. Like other people can't
Oh,
see.
that's what
that you
kills
actually-
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
They look perfectly fine on the outside and you get judged, you know.
Yeah.
Why do you
Same
think
Yeah,
I'm not on
even
camera all the
doctors
time?
judge.
Mm.
You know,
And I
even
have-
doctors will judge you for
Oh,
if you have
yeah.
a disease that,
And
you know.
I have all the medical evidence to back up everything I say, you know, and they still, they look at you like, I'm like, have you researched diabetes and the long-term effects of what it does to the body? Are you kidding me? It affects joints. It affects all your organs. It affects all kinds of stuff.
Well,
Yep.
people
And,
have,
you know, I'm 30 years now having this crap.
when did you find out that, I mean, how did you find out that you had it? Were you
My
having
mom thought I
issues?
had the flu. And
Oh.
so I kept and then I started having like this really sharp pain in my left side where your pancreas is.
Mhm.
And I literally had to get in the fetal position and cry myself to sleep to make the pain go away. And my mom didn't drive. See, that morning I woke up early in the AM and I was completely thirsty, right? And I went to the fridge and just started guzzling grape juice because I was so thirsty. I even wet the bed that night. Here I am 11 years old, you know, but I still got ready for school. I was still going to go to school. And as soon as that bus stopped at my house, I went and I got sick. I threw up in the bathroom. And my mom was like, well, you know, that's a sign you need to stay home. And she could tell I didn't feel good, but I was still going to be a trooper and go to school. And my mom didn't drive. So she had to call my stepdad, and she said, if you don't get off work early and come and take her to the doctor, I'm going to call an ambulance. And he didn't want to spend the money for that, right? So we go to the doctor, and they had to like work us in. You know, she just went and she said, look, she said, I need you to come out here and look at her. Look at her. He took one look at me. He said, I'll go ahead and call the hospital. You run red lights, do whatever you can. Don't let her close her eyes. She might not wake up. Go to ER now. And by the time they got me there, all I can remember is like bright light. That's all I remember. And my sugar was 1,020 by the time they got my sugar.
Oh my God.
And they had to take a special machine just to read my sugar. And then I would remember freezing, and they kept putting blankets in the microwave for me. And they told my mom, they said, slap her in the face, do whatever you got to do, because if she closed her eyes, she might not wake up. And so I was in ICU for a whole week. They didn't know if I was going to make it or not.
Wow. Oh, that's scary.
Yeah.
That is scary. Your
My
mom must have been-
ex-mother-in-law was type 1 diabetes, and my ex-husband
So do you have to
was
take a
in
shot?
the military, and I can remember we were out in San Diego, and
I'm on a pump.
Okay.
My ex mother in law went into a diabetic coma. Her blood
Hmm.
sugar shot up to over 800.
Yeah, I was close to that. Trust me.
It was bad.
I don't know why I didn't go into coma.
Hmm.
I should
My
have.
mom actually was diabetic and she passed out in her car one time. She always carried a candy bar and a juice box with her. But for some reason, this one time she just passed out and the car ended up in the ditch. So they took her license away from her after that because they didn't
Mm.
trust her to drive. But, you know, it could have been worse. I mean, she could have like had a head-on collision or whatever, and
Hmm.
been really seriously hurt. But, you
My
know,
mum had that same thing happen because of an epileptic fit.
what,
Ended
a
up
car
backwards off
accident?
a
Oh, wow.
ended up backwards in the car off a highway, and a
Oh my
trucker
God.
found her on the side of the road. She can't remember any of it.
My mother's
God love.
epileptic, so I know that too. Scary.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm sorry
I
you
don't know
go through all that too, Cindy.
what that feel like. Does it feel like you're just gonna pass out when you go into like sugar shock or whatever?
Uh,
How do you know when you
Sometimes,
have to take?
well, you get this feeling all over you like confusion.
Yeah.
And then you start sweating and you get real shaky and you get hunger and thirst and you just know. It's the most worst feeling in the world. I can't explain it. Wouldn't wish it on anybody. Sometimes I've been laying in my kitchen floor like somebody
Oh,
bring me something.
I have
Mm.
bad headaches too.
you know what that
Yes,
reminds me of
yes.
is that movie Steel Magnolias. Remember
Yeah,
when
we
she
won't
was
go there,
diabetic?
Carla. We won't go there.
I was like,
We
well, that's
we found my nan, and she'd had a diabetic acidosis,
Hmm.
and like she was in a coma for like a week because her
Yeah.
oh
sugars were
really?
all haywire, and we found her on the floor naked, and yeah,
When that happens, what happens is it starts spilling through the kidneys into the liver, into the urine, and by that time, her sugars were staying high so long that
yep.
that's what ends up happening. Yeah,
She
if you
was
don't
bad
keep
though.
it in control.
We used to go over there and find candy wrappers and
Mhm.
everything she wasn't supposed to have. She was terrible.
My mom always
Diabetic.
carried a candy bar and a juice box in her car, always, and she
Mm.
still like
My father's
passed out.
diabetic, and so is my mother. But when I took him to the doctor yesterday, because my father can barely walk, he's eat up with rheumatoid arthritis, bad. But anyways, he had an MRI done on like the veins and everything in his legs. So this specialist I took him to yesterday, he has peripheral artery disease. So he's got to have another test next month, and the doctor just said they're going to go from there. But I mean, with him being diabetic, I mean, because one doctor said that if something's not done immediately, they're gonna have to amputate that leg. So
Yeah.
Poor thing.
scary.
I remember one of my cousins, he was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes quite young. He used to have, when they used to play football, Australian rules here, he used to have his own jelly bean runner. So you'd see this dude chasing him around on the football field with a bag of jelly beans.
Oh my word. That's hilarious.
Just to keep his sugars. I'm like, what's that dude doing? They're like, oh, he's just giving Cody his jelly beans.
I could vision that.
Yeah.
So Carla, you said your mom had it?
My mom but she was diagnosed late. She was diagnosed like
Was she a little
70s.
overweight?
No, she was skinny. She was like 90 pounds, my mom.
Oh, that's probably just her organs, once
She was like in her 70s when she got diagnosed. I mean, she lived her whole life. She was fine. I mean, she was chubbier when she was younger, but when she was older, she was very skinny. But yeah. But she actually had to take like shots.
pills.
She had to,
Oh, she had to take shots too?
She had to take shots, and she was always forgetting. You know what I
I'm on
mean?
Jardiance once a day, metformin twice a day, and I take an injection once a week by Jurian.
Hmm.
So
Do you do that yourself or?
yeah. At first, when I had to start doing it, I was like, oh gosh. I mean, I don't mind needles. I don't mind getting my blood taken or having an IV. But when I had to start giving myself injections, I was like,
It's different doing it to
Oh,
yourself.
I
Like
wouldn't
when
be
you're
able to
waxing
do
your
it.
eyebrows and you're holding the material and you're like, oh no, it's gonna hurt.
You give it in your butt. You give your needle in a butt,
Stomach
no,
usually.
no, I do
in
mine
your
in my
stomach.
stomach.
In
Yeah.
your
My
stomach.
husband would give me shots in my butt.
Oh,
I
he really loves
I
you, then, Kay.
I say, you
Come
enjoy
on.
this, don't you?
one time I stepped on a bone that I'd given one of my dogs, and I had to go, like, it got infected. I had to go to the hospital, and I think I've told you this before, Carla. So I'm in the hospital cubicle, and this hot doctor comes in, and he goes, I said, look, you cannot touch my feet. I hate people touching my feet. And he goes, right, well, I'm going to have to give you a injection then. Okay, if you're not going to let me wash it out, I'll have to give you an injection. So he walks out the room to go get this injection. While he's gone, I've pulled my pants down and I'm leaning over the bed. He comes back in and he goes, what are you doing? I said, you're going to give me a needle? And he goes, it goes in your arm. And I was like, oh.
Well, that's no fun.
You assumed. You know what happens when you assume, right? You make an ass out of you and me. Literally. Oh, that's funny, Mel.
Oh my gosh. And he was caught. Damn it.
So who all is going to, Carla, do you know that the truth is doing that, what is it, the
Oh,
last
yeah, she's
ladies
having
night?
isn't she having some kind of an auction thing?
Yeah, Friday. Are y'all going to go to that?
I don't know
I
nothing
was gonna
about it.
go.
You don't know nothing about it? I think she
I
posted a
guess
video
they're
on her
auctioning
channel.
off what is it, like a t-shirt or a
Yeah,
sweatshirt
the
or something?
last
And whoever
thing that was in her merch before she closed it out.
bids the highest, the money goes to St. Jude somehow. How does it go? Oh, they get the merchandise, but the money, whatever the bid is, goes to St.
St.
Jude.
Jude, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought so. I thought that was a good idea. So whatever the highest bid is what the money is going to go to St. Jude's, and then they'll show the receipt or whatever.
She's having it when? Friday?
I'm not sure when it is. I thought Marcia was talking about it today. I don't know when it is. It's
I
on
think
Marcia's
somebody should do, like, something similar to what Shoot the Shit's doing, but like
channel. Oh, the
talent
American
show.
Idol.
Yeah, like a talent show, and like, well, I mean, somehow you work in that, you have like the winner, of course, first runner up, second runner up, third runner up, but like the last contestants, people have to, instead of voting, that they donate they vote with giving donations to St. Jude. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
As long as it goes directly there.
Right.
Like, I would never, ever,
Yeah, it's
ever
such a touchy subject anymore. And
take
Yeah,
that
of course.
responsibility on myself to even get, you know what I mean? Like, being that everything that's happened so far, and I don't think it's ever going to be resolved, honestly, but,
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I just think it's just gonna, I mean, it's
But
been,
it's interesting because I was watching Low Lightly before you went live, Carla. I was catching up on hers,
mhm.
and I guess I hadn't finished it.
Bye,
I need to finish
Mel.
it because you went live, so I switched over here. But I guess
Bye,
Diane
Mama.
had emailed her, but it's like, why is she emailing people when, she won't even get an explanation? I mean, she don't even.
Why
it's
is
like,
she emailing people if she's sending out cease and desist?
Oh,
Whatever.
Lord. She also removed all St. Jude tags off all her merch store.
Yes,
Uh,
heard that. Yeah.
well, that's not going to change like what she's already done, and I
Right.
don't think she can come back from this, to be honest with you. I
No.
mean, she's still going to have people that support her.
Uh-huh.
That's a given, but
Well, to
I
each their
mean,
own, you know.
yeah. I mean, I just think it was a shitty thing to do, and whatever comes of it. I mean, I hope she would be a stand-up person, but at this point, I mean, it's been what, 6 weeks now? I don't see it happening.
Well, her whole attitude towards this whole thing is just very strange,
Bye,
to say the
Kim.
least. You know, and then the people that are mad at you for calling out truth are still mad at you, and it's like, you should be thanking me for helping you find the truth, but yet you're still mad at me. It makes absolutely no sense.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't get it either, but whatever.
They're not only mad at the people that are calling out the truth, they're mad at the people who are in the chats of the people
Uh-huh.
that are calling out the truth.
And they're mad at people that are still hurt, and it's like, these people are hurt for a reason, I'm sure. I donated too. I supported that channel. I was a member. Did I go back and look to see how much I donated? No, because I believe that, when I initially donated, that's where my heart was. I'm not going to go through all that to try to see how much, blah, blah, blah. It's on them.
Well, I think it was, to me, it was always a given that if you donate, yeah, I've donated a couple times, and I think it was cool to see your name up there, but it was always a given to me that it was going, like, the money was going to St. Jude's. I
Right.
didn't even think to say, this is for the kids. I mean, it just, to me, that was where it went, because that's what they said.
Yeah.
So I never thought to say this is for the kids, or I might have sent them a message, but it was always in my mind was going to St. Jude's. So,
Well, it had been drilled into people's heads.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
because I've been here since 2019, like the end of 2018, and as far as I know, as long as I've been here, that's what they've said. So,
But see, if she would have just came out in the beginning
mm-hmm.
and just told the truth, she very well, I mean, she might have come
I
back
mean,
from the, you know what I'm saying? It would have taken
if she would have come out and
time.
said, "I'm sorry,
But
But
I
she's
didn't,
not.
right,
I didn't donate all the money, but I'm sorry, it was wrong," but she didn't, and I think that's why people are hurt.
the way she's handled all of this, I mean, it
It's
just
like
screams,
a long thought,
guilt. It screams guilt. Oh,
long thought out plan.
Yeah.
And here she says she's been a private donor for 20 years. Well, you've been doing this for 20 years, have you? I mean, it makes people think.
But
and I'm not saying that she has
did
done this
say
for
she
20
was
years,
an
but
affiliate. She did
right.
say it. I
Mhm.
mean, we
She
heard
sure
it.
did.
And
Well,
I mean,
like
what are people
other
supposed to
day,
think?
I can't remember who it was, but it's like, they were saying, why didn't Diane show like the letters that you get from St. Jude? No,
I did a live stream on that, and that would be, we never heard any of those letters. Those letters came from parents. If you donated,
yeah,
even, just one time, you would have got a letter,
right,
and that would have been incentive to have people donate more if
right.
you would have read
Right.
those letters. But no, we never heard any of those letters. I barely made it through that live stream reading that thing.
Oh God, I was completely. I had not checked my email, and I remember I checked it that night, and I just completely lost it. It's like it was the saddest thing.
Well, and there's so much deflection going on. I mean, it stopped being about St. Jude, and it started being about Diane.
Well,
And
she called it a witch hunt, and that's what it ended up being on some people's parts. But,
yeah.
that was never the case with me. I just wanted to show the truth.
I mean, I had no dog in this fight, and I had said it early on. I had no dog in this fight, but right is right and wrong is wrong. And,
Yeah.
you know, what was done, I mean, it's completely wrong. And,
Well, you know, you say you don't have a dog in this fight, but did you watch her channel?
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have to
You
be
had a
financially supportive of her channel to still support that channel. So yeah, you do have a dog in this fight because you did support that channel, and maybe not a monetary, you know, but you're there in chat supporting that channel and believed in that channel, like a bunch
Yeah.
of us. So I think the whole community has a dog in this fight. And
especially
if
if
they're
you've ever
upset,
been
they should be
dragged
able
on
to
that
speak on it.
panel.
Huh?
Before I came to you,
Especially if you've ever been dragged on that panel,
Exactly.
like I was
Or
several
called
times.
shady when you didn't even know me and all I did was help
Yeah.
you.
the
Yeah.
I always heard of before I came to YouTube was like, you know, because, you know, I mean, true crime groups and everything, and I have one on the Delphi. Okay. The, the only scams that I ever heard of was like, you know, somebody was murdered or missing. You have these asshats who make fake GoFundMe's, you know, and you take those down. Then you come to look YouTube, it's like, my gosh, people are scamming left and right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sad.
Yeah, very sad.
I hope it gets resolved. I hope people can heal from this and stop being mad at people that have just shown the truth.
Mhm.
Like you, Kay. I mean, you're one that's stood up. Tiffany's one. Look, tonight I had to delete comments of people calling her names because they're so mad. Their hate for her outweighs what is right. You know what I mean? Like their hate is so strong for a single person that they're missing what the whole issue was about to start
But
with.
I
see, I mean,
agree.
you have those that say, uh, people on this side is on a witch hunt, the ones who's been speaking out on a regular basis about what's happened, or on a witch hunt for Diane. Well, you know, that could go both ways because they're on a witch hunt for Laura, Brian, UK, Molly, Tiffany, Corey, shoot the shit, anybody who's speaking out against this.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it goes both ways, and the community. Look, I don't ever think the community will ever go back to the way it
No,
was. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's just it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah, I don't think there'll ever
no,
be a resolution on this topic.
No,
No. And,
no.
you know, for people to start creating channels that were a part of this topic and are now monetizing and so quick, and, you know,
yeah.
It's sad.
Oops, is she there?
I don't know. She's kind of cut out,
I
I
know.
think. She kind of cut out. We can't hear you, Kay. Well, tonight turned out to be a shit show, didn't it?
I can't talk.
Sorry about that, Cindy. I really didn't expect that.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna have a nice quiet chat, just, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't hear you. Well, hopefully we can stay off that subject.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna shut down anyways. It's getting
Yeah.
late.
I'm
3 o'clock in the
starting
morning.
down.
I'll talk to you in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to you.
Okay.
Love
I
you. Good
want to see
night.
your baby. Love you too. Love you more.
Good night.
Good night.